Hi and welcome in the list review of the tournament ASO on Endor. So first I will show you the faction repartition. As you can see, half of the list are rebels. It's a very huge shift from the other tournament. We can also see for the commandants that mostly there is Agate and Ackbar, so this is only natural, and TF 1726 and Romodi with just 4 lists each one. Then we have the most frequently played ship configuration. So in this configuration you see on the screen, there isn't all the upgrade, as you can change upgrades from one configuration to another, but there is just the most frequent cards that came with the ship. So for example, for the Gozanti, often you see with Vader Officer, Comsnet, or both of them. Okay, and then this is not a Starhawk challenge where I show you the most free expensive ships who are not a Starhawk. So we have one of each faction, except for the Republic. Now I will let Carey explain the functionment of the tournament. So to him.
Hi everyone and welcome to this video for the opening of the Assault End of Tournament Championship. I hope you will have as much as fun to play it as we had decided. This event is brought to you by the Galactic Council, provider of TTS tournaments for Armada. But first, let me talk about your sponsor, in a couple of minutes, the pod will be revealed on both on TTO and on Discord. So at first, let's have a look on the tools that were set up. Hope that will help you to understand the process of the tournament. So, at first, the pool phase is made with a number of pods with 4 players in each. At the time where we speak, probably 12 pods of 4 players in each. Each player will play 3 matches, and those will determine the ranking inside the pool: gold, silver, bronze, and chocolate. I love chocolate. On the second phase, starting September 26 or before, if all the matches are done, all gold players are grouped in the gold league, all silver players in the silver league, and so on. I think you get it. With a more subtle touch, as we have 12 pods and not 16 pods, the 4 best silver players will be upgraded into the gold league, and the best bronze player will be upgraded in the silver league. So we have several leagues of 16 players each. The chocolate league will have less players in it, fortunately, but that means more chocolate for each of them. So this is a direct elimination, but we'd love to see some games to play, and even the loser of those phases will be paired. If the player or not is up to them, we'll have a final and a little final to set up the third and the fourth player, and we really hope that those games will be played live.
Okay, so now you have the functionment of the tournament, and we'll see the list. So for your information, I put all the league, so there is 3 of them, not 4. There is the gold, the silver, and the bronze. There weren't enough players for the chocolate league, so you will just see the repartition of every list in this 3 league. Today we'll be commenting some lists from the Assault on Endor tournament. And we'll be doing this with a little twist. We'll be taking the list by faction and then by commandant. So we'll start with Matt Prime and the faction of the Empire, who is a little let down, it seems, for this tournament, because it's naturally, it's often the more popular one, and they have just, I think, 10 lists, no more. And we'll start with the Donager from Matt Prime.
Yes, so that that list is kind of a simple Onager one. So you have two Onager with only three upgrade on each, and you have the lifeboat, the Raider lifeboat to give the Vader choke on the skill first officer to give a better reroll on the undershot, and a Gladiator to be the front, the first liner, the little brother. So probably that can be a very offensive fleet, but it have many weakness. I mean, only four TIE fighter without any reserve Vanguard deck. Um, it won't stay very long, and yeah, and also the gladiator, even if it have Aiden Versio on it, it only have one evade, so I don't see that ship stay very long on the field. So perhaps it will be able to get down some major ship on the side, but we I don't expect that list to be a very high level of during the tourney, but we don't know. That list can be very offensive, so maybe it's gonna win very high because that's what Onager do.
Yeah, it seems like it can be both first or second player because yeah, he has the potential to go get the ships or the opponents. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It's fun to see Donager without a Romodi. It's a fresh twist of the list. Okay, so next one it's David Topf. I wish I pronounce it well. It will be happening a lot because English is not my native language, so excuse me in advance. So it's a Sloan list with a Quasar, an Imperial ISD 2, goes on T, and a bold squad, a heavy bold squad. Yeah.
Okay, so the list of David Tough. Yeah, sorry. So it's a basic Sloan list, as we can see. Three, two reserve Hangar, and Palpatine on the Imperial ISD. Um, that list can be very powerful in most situations. So it's a very typical Sloans in which I think it can face a lot of kind of build. So the potential is very there, and also with ECM and Palpatine on the ISD, I think it can really do some great damage and being able to strip the defense token pretty fast, and of course Marek Jenden is there, so yeah, pretty offensive list here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how a Sloan classical list will do with the new faction and the squadrons of this faction. So next we have Ophion. Yeah. So it's when I was reading this list, I was thinking, wow, he chose to play Emperor Palpatine. What he has a lot of courage, and then I see it just the officer. So it's a Moff JJ Rod list. Yeah, with two Architans, two Gazanti, and an ISD2, and a medium Squadron Ball, maybe.
Yeah, we can say that it's something just enough strong to stay for uh, to encounter a medium ball or a big ball for one or two round, perhaps 3 rounds, but not that much. And all the LTT will help a lot to face the I squad list. But I think this is a good list. I pretty like it because, of course, Jar Jar is a very good admiral, and pair with Architan, those little ships became very, very good since they have a way better nav chart now. And and also the ISD2 with the flak gun and the local fire control can be a very good offense. Can be very good with all the auto attack of the Architect. So it have to be played like you rush all your offensive ship, and you're able to do a lot of damage and a lot of token stress. Like with Emperor Palpatine, it will be very easy to remove many many defense token.
Yeah, the combination of Emperor Palpatine and a Salvo token seems very, very hard on the attacker. I think if I would play against this, I will think twice before shooting the ISD, because yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, and since the salvo is so used, Emperor Palpatine, he became a very well, a very good officer now. So that can be a very good game changer. So I know he already played one game, and he in fact he already played two games. Not sure of the second one, but he already get a good win against one of his opponent in the pod. So yeah, perhaps we're gonna see him on the top on the top of the tourney.
Okay, oh, it will be nice. So next one is our Italian friends Ataru, who organize the international team championships, and he is playing a Tarkin with Interdictor, an Onager, and another Interdictor, which is which is fantastic. It's like yeah, it's Carey. When we do this review of the list in French, we realized that there were just 4 Interdictor in the whole tournament, and it was in only in 2 lists, and each list have 2 Interdictor. So yeah, it's yeah.
Yeah, I find it's cool to find back the interdictor like that in list. I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure, in fact, with a 8-point bid like that, it's sure he gonna have many mission in which he will be able to mess around. So that's that may be a pain a pain to play against that kind of list. And I'm not quite sure, in fact, why he picked Grand Moff Tarkin. Seriously, and yeah, except perhaps to feed in repair the interdictor to send some shield to the Onager or the other interdictor. So it's gonna be a very tanky list. With an Onager hidden behind 2 interdictor. So yeah, good luck. Good.
Okay, so we are gonna now enter to the list. We have in the Empire who has it's the list who share a commandant with other list. So there is 2 lists with Grand Admiral Thrawn, and this is the first one. It's from Corin Brannon War, and he has a Grand Admiral Troll without squads. So yeah, this is surprising because normally we play Tron with squadrons, and this one doesn't have any.
Yeah, that's actually one player of my pod. So I try to understand that list a little bit more than the other, and actually normally we see more the double Simoon in a Vader list because Vader is so useful to give a lot of good reroll to all those dice. So now I think he will play the Thrawn to have a better navigation and also a bigger impact on the firepower. So he of course have two gunnery team and H9, so it's gonna it won't be very fun to mess in the front of those ISD, but I think that list have good potential against some lists, like perhaps against mine because it's an MSU, but you only have two big ship with a good front attack, and then that's it. It's nothing else than that. So, yeah, I think they have a huge disadvantage in some situation, but that can be very aggressive and a huge problem to deal with that. So,
Yeah,
we
we'll see.
we will see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the second one is from Berg. So Berg has also a Grand Admiral Thrawn, but he plays it with this time heavy balls of squads. There is Marek Steel, there is Jendan, there is an Imperial 1-star destroyer, an Architan, and a Gazanti.
Yeah. So this is a bit more the typical list of a Tron, because you gonna have the free token, the free command to activate the squadron. So yeah, I think I I like the list. It can be very great because you have the cool combo of Darth Vader and Santierfell, which is always cool to see. Um, but yeah, the Architan can be good. I'm not quite sure how he will try to use it to maximize it, because it can be the easy target to get down. And yeah, so the main problem's gonna be, I think, the squadron, because fire spray can be troublesome.
Yeah, they
And
got Bomber, they got 2 blue against ships,
yeah, yeah,
and they
yeah,
are rogue.
yeah, Rogue, and of course Marek Jandon. So, wow, yeah, that can be some some pretty hard squadron to counter. So, um, I'm not well, yeah, I think the ISD can be also very hard to get down.
Yeah, we'll
And
see again the combination of local fire control and flag gun. I'm surprised there is no Emperor Palpatine. He chose to put Tua, but yeah, we will see how this Tron list will manage to destroy ships. So we are going to go in the high commandant of the Empire, the one that has been the most chosen. It's Romodi, yeah. No
yeah,
surprise here, and we have passed Sloan, we have passed Jajerod, so yeah, there's just one left. It's not Tag, sorry, Tag. Another time. But I have to say, the first list, the first Romodi list, it's Irish Mad Cat, and yeah, it's a new twist of Romodi, because there is no Onager. It's just 3 Architans, 2 Gladiators, 1 Gazanti, and no squads.
hmm
So yeah,
so
yeah.
yeah, 6 activation ship can be very good. Can be, in fact, can be extremely good. So we have 3 long-range little ship that can be very effective with the extra red dice, and you also have the skill first officer with Vader to reroll those red bad dice, and then
And I think that the Gazanti will go toe to toe with the opponent ships, because he has put suppressor on it, and you got to be at distance 3 on the maximum. So I
Yeah.
think he will use it to obstruct his shots and get that sweet red dice from Romodi.
Yeah. Yes, but he will want to keep it alive. he he deeply need that Gazanti. So suppressor is very often the one you want to get down sooner as possible, because suppressor can mess so much with your defense. So yeah, I hope James won't put it too much in front. So probably it's gonna be more the job of the gladiator with Ozel, because the other one, which is a little bit weird, I think, that a gladiator have the Romodi, like
Yeah.
almost like if it's the a lifeboat, but he have engine tech on it. They both have engine tech on it, so they can do some quite job. But yeah, you have no bid, so
Oh yeah, right.
of
It's
course.
400.
Yeah, yeah. But of course, with six activation, normally it's as good as a second player or as a first player, because you will be able to wait until the last activation and put the gladiator in front of any ship, and wait until he moves to get him in range. But yeah, yeah. I would have placed the Romodi on Architans. It's almost like the Architan are there to be the 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 tank of the gladiator, or I don't know, but actually, yeah, it's gonna be one gladiator gonna go through the opponent, the always good demolisher, and then the other one who will try to give the fatal shot, the coup de grâce. And yeah, that can be a very cool list to watch a game. Yeah, good luck, James.
Yeah, good luck. So the next one is more traditional because we have two another test bed. So it's they have James McCarthy, so Malador 8088. And there is two another test bed, one Gozanti, and a heavy bolt squad with fire spray, just one. An IG 88B, a Bosk, Marek Steel Gendon, and a Gozanti to activate, I guess, those two. Oh, and there is also, I was wondering why, there is auxiliary shield team on both Onager. I normally I would see their engine tech, but yeah.
Yeah, well, probably a question of point, because he have a bit of three, and Onager like to be first. But yeah, that kind of list, that kind of Romodi Onager, it's the typical, almost the typical one. Perhaps you have a bit more squadron than the usual, because normally you want a double Gazansi to help with the obstruction. Uh, yeah, that can be very hard to get down.
And there
And
is no
and yes,
Jonas to get the accuracy because he play sensor team instead of veteran gunner.
yeah. Well, sensor team can be good, but yeah, it's always you burn a die to switch another one into accuracy. So we don't know, because we don't pass through the list of the CIS and the Republic yet. But Onager take bad a bad not a bad step, but he get a good bad turn with the thermal shield. That's bring him to
Yeah,
have a very small
yeah, yeah.
attack instead of a very powerful one. So perhaps we won't see any more double Onager lists in the future because of that. Because if you lose your game just because the other one have a thermal shield, it's it's a bummer. So
Yeah, it will
yeah,
be like a hard counter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so the next one it's pretty. No, it's not quite similar because there is.
Oh.
It's the other list of two interdictor and one
Mm-hmm.
Onagot as bed, but with Romodi this time. So
Yes.
yeah, we don't have
I
a
was.
Throne. It's like a Romodi, but the list. Oh
Yeah.
no, there is. Yeah, I recognize this one. There is proximity mines equipped
Mm-hmm.
to the interdictor, so yeah, it's another
Yeah.
way to mess up with the
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
space available.
Yeah. So he will put his mine over debris and asteroid, and then move them with the graph shift
Yeah,
reroute.
yeah.
And yeah, that's ah
And
that
he can
because
put mines also on Pergil if he have objective that match
mm-hmm,
that use this kind of obstacle and make the whale bring the mine to the ships of its opponents.
mm-hmm. Okay, so that's I was a little bit surprised of that list, especially because it's Sam, which Sam is one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best player in the state. Uh, Normally don't bring lists too much like that. Uh, but yeah, I think he really can surprise everyone with his list. I'm a bit concerned of the two TIE fighter
Yeah,
because I almost think that he just put them there to have an extra
see, it seems
deployment.
so. Yeah,
And because we all know that only two TIE fighter like that won't do that much. So yeah, it's a list based on the tankiness, and I'm pretty sure it will be because yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So the next one is Binicus. I I hope I pronounce
Bionicus.
well. So it's General Romodi, yeah, obviously again, on a radar with a Gladiator 2, the second version, which we don't see often, with another one, so another Gladiator 2, and with Gazanti, two Gazanti, and a lot of squadrons. I see three Fire Spray, one Tel Trevera. I don't remember what she or he does. One scenery. Oh no, Tel Trevera. Yeah, it's the
It's
fire.
the
No, not the fire spray. The
Jump Master.
yeah,
The
Yeah, thanks, Jamba. See,
Yeah,
it's a really good squad.
yeah,
Jonas and Monometal and an interceptor.
and Janus. Yeah. Okay.
So
Well,
it looks
that's
like it's weird because it's a remedy list, but close to get close range. Yeah.
yes, yes. I don't see him that much getting the advantage of the Romodi. So I'm not sure why he pick up Romodi that much because both all his almost all his everything is it's meant to be in close.
And
So
correct me if
mm,
I'm wrong, but I think remedy just work once per activation.
no,
It's
it's
always so.
always
Maybe he
yeah
hoped to double arc with his gladiator from yeah medium or large distance and
yeah.
activate it twice.
Well, you know the Gladiator 2 it's there mostly because he have one red on the side.
Yeah, yeah. So that's why maybe
So
because he will be able to trigger remedy easily.
mhm. Yeah, yeah. So he might play the gladiator more at the back and the raider. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see this the dynamic in that because it's only three ship, which one is the a lifeboat, and because that's it. You have two guns and sea, five activation. Well.
Yeah. So that's all
it's
for the Empire.
but in fact
Oh
you
yeah,
have
yeah,
Janus, so yeah, that can be interesting because why? Yeah, so you have Janus, which he can use to go and fish the not fish, but
yeah.
to get the accuracy on the side also of the Gladiator too, because
Oh
of the red.
yeah. So if
If you
he
have
can't
Janus,
fire, he could shoot with 3 red dice from the side, right?
yes. So that can be good
Oh, okay,
for
okay.
getting down the Gazansi and well the Flottillas or well, as we said, anything because accuracy is always good. So yeah, I think it have some good idea on the list. So good luck, Bianicus, to put that all together. And the squadron base is kind of enough good to 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 stay there
Yeah.
and protect well his ship and attack at the good moment because probably gonna hide his fire spray and just and of course Jonas and Modern Metal too, and then just play with Tel Trevira, Sienna, and the Interdictor to to block the opponent squadron and then throw his stuff at the good time and do his
Hmm.
damage. So that can be an interesting game, really. Yeah.
Yeah. So we are finished for the Empire. I have to say I'm very happy to see all this diversity of list. There is no list that is uh, a copy of another. There is very much
Yeah.
new idea, new ways to use that all the card and the commandants that has
Hmm.
go out in Empire. And so yeah. So for the rebels now, we will start by Marauder, which is a French player,
Okay.
and who play. Oh
This
yeah,
is
Dodona. Yeah,
Dodona.
yeah. I
Oh,
was
Dodona.
happy to see to
The
see
good old
Dodona.
Dodona. He is one of the funnest Admiral to play, but so less good than Agate that he just get put in the drawer and
Yeah,
almost get back come back. So it's fun to see him.
yeah,
Okay,
but
so the
yeah,
list the list is cool. You have four different ship, three small and one big
I count five, huh?
Montcaren.
Five different ship.
You have five.
Yeah, with the
Oh yes,
transports.
with the transport. Okay, yeah. So no squadron,
Yeah.
good bid of six. So he will won probably 90% of the of the bid. Um, okay, so the list can be very aggressive. He have what he need on the Bunkaren to go fishing for the crit, X69 and X17,
Yeah.
XI7 turbo laser. And I saw the SW7 ion battery to get more hit with the accuracy. So
This one will
yeah,
hurt a lot of the big ship.
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, but
XX9 can do a lot of damage when you have a double
yeah,
crit. Yeah.
yeah, but he put a lot of upgrade on it to make it extremely aggressive. You
Yeah.
see, one, two, six upgrade to put it all on on the his firepower and nothing to try to save him. So I can see that Monkaren getting down very fast because of that.
Yeah.
So perhaps yeah, and he only have the Comnet to help him a little bit. So we will see. We will see at which point he will be able to survive. But yes, so pair with the other ship, it can be very interesting because here we have the typical TRC Corvette with Janus Light. So he have the Dodona on board. That can be very good to change a red into a crit and then trigger
Yeah.
Dodona.
Yeah.
So that's very nice too. The MC30 have the APT on it too. So another way to fish crit, and of course salvation to on the Nebulan to, and also TRC to get the crit there. So many way to go playing with the crit damage deck of the opponent. So that can be a very interesting list, but again, if he face a list with the fire spray that we just saw, oh my god, that's gonna that will fall down.
Yeah.
You don't have
Yeah.
any answer to squadron, so that's my biggest concern.
Yeah.
It's like
He's vulnerable against squads.
yeah, yeah.
Maybe he has a plans with objective. I don't know. He got to chase the carrier quickly.
Yeah, but he have a bid to be first, and he have two good ship. The MC 80 battle cruiser like to be first to hit and run, and it's of course the same for the torpedo frigate.
Yeah.
So, and with 5 activation, I think it might be a very good idea to be first, but it's always depending on the opponent. So, yeah, we will see.
Okay,
Okay.
the next one is Kraken. Kraken was well played during the ITC also, and he seems to have fallen from his popularity because there is just one list, and I think it's a classical list. I saw this one against Donager. I have made a report on it. So there's 3 MC30.
In fact,
1 GR75 and squads.
yes, it's the list of Ken Krasniak, the guy of
Yeah.
one of 2 guy of the Iron Radio, and the game you spoke about. It was his game in the ITC.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah, it's Fraggle.
so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I just catch the nickname. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I, personally I think Kraken is now in a good it's almost in his prime time since the salvo is so strong. He really can take advantage of his Admiral faculties. So I think that list can be very aggressive, very good. Perhaps, in my opinion, he have at least one MC30 too much in his list. Perhaps he should have, in fact, two GR and something else, or 2 Corvette TRCs or something like that. But that can be very powerful. I always see what 3 MC30 can do to ISD, and they melt. They can't really melt.
Yeah.
So and you have a very decent squad ball. With that thing, I'm not sure how he planned to activate them because he only have one flotillas to activate it, and they all the 7 squadron all need to be activated. So yeah, it's like it's gonna be a ball, and they're gonna move at the end of the round, and they're gonna try to just save the day.
Yeah.
And not do that much.
Yeah,
Well,
because
yeah.
the torpedo frigate has just one activation for squad, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they want to nav. They want to be navigated anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, they need that.
Yeah.
It's the most important thing with MC30. It's navigate, so not activating squadron.
Okay, so
Okay.
the next list is from a Spanish player. I salute him because Yeah, I'm glad to see a Spanish player come to international tournaments. So it's a Leia list with, let me count, 7 Hammerhead Scout
Yep,
Corvettes. Oh my god,
7.
that's a
Yeah,
lot. And with Canongerous and one YT to 400.
yeah. That that list that list can be interesting. In fact, it's more interesting because it's scout, it's not torpedo.
Yeah,
So with Leia on board, he he will be able to throw a ton of dice and stay a little wall of hammerhead non-stop moving of only one in front of them and then slowly hitting after hitting and hitting and hitting everything in front of them. So the that can be a very interesting game, but if he play the strategy of the little small wall that that wait for the opponent, that's not that might be very not cool.
yeah, because the
So,
Hammerhead has such a wide front arc, so it's very
mhm,
hard to avoid her. Yeah,
yeah.
so there is a lot. The difficulty maybe is to keep them in line because they are not very good at maneuvering.
Yeah, well, but in fact, it's they can do a good turn at speed 3 because it's a click on the two first speed and
Oh
then
yeah,
the last speed it's 0. But with Leia Organa, he can boost to speed 1 to speed 3
yeah,
in a turn
yeah.
with
That's right.
the extra yaw. So no, no, that can be very strong. I had in the past hammerhead, mass hammerhead list with not Kraken, but
Reckon?
Riken,
Yeah,
with Riken, Torpedo One with external rack. That was an amazing good time, a very good time. But when they start getting down, oh my God! You every turn you lose two hammerhead, and then you end up with three or four little ship that can do that much because they are good pair with the other. So we will see. That's one of the list that I really want to see a battle report. So it's so yeah, I'm excited about this one.
okay, and there is another Leia in the tournament. It's from Gyarus, and he played it with. So it's not Hammerhead, but yeah, it's like Leia like to repeat the same ship. This one
Hmm.
is with Nebulon B, so it's kind of a surprise also because yeah, Nebulons are on that play, but yeah, it's seems to be the same principle.
Hmm.
Small snipe ships. But this time there is a pelta and there is a squad ball with much more squads.
Yeah. So Nibelun with auxiliary team, they can become very
Yeah.
more effective, and with Leia Organa, it's like you're gonna gain you're gonna gain I don't know how many point.
Five points, I guess.
It's 5 point. You're gonna have
Yeah.
5 point. Ah man. So yeah, he will start the game by boosting his side, both side. Then he might have
Yeah.
a repair command for the one in the bad place in the bad spot, and he will be able to move a lot of shield there and to gain back some. So those Nibelun can be way more tanky than the usual Nibelun's, and with intensify firepower, it's gonna be very good because they gonna need it so much. Tons of red dice without any reroll, that's a must. And the skill first officer is there, of course, to prevent that thing to change the command to repair or to navigate if he need to fly away or to repair very quickly. So I think it's a well-mounted list. We'll see if that's gonna work that much. 5 activation, it's good. The squadron base, it's okay. Green Squadron and Gold Squadron, they both can be very effective in a little situation. They're gonna get eyed all game long until the moment they need to they need to go and strike somewhere. Probably it's gonna be enough to prevent from the other squadron. So yeah, and boosted con
Yeah,
on
and
the Pelta.
yeah, the thing I like, it's the Pelta has 2
Engine
row.
tech.
It's a carrier, and it's also fixing dice from the
Yeah,
Nebulon. So it's like
yeah.
it's a very costly Pelta, but it does a lot of stuff.
hmm
Mm.
But I'm not sure about how works Ahsoka Tano yet.
Yeah, because with Leia, it's difficult to do 2 command. Because yeah, if you take Leia, why would you want to do 2 different commands? But maybe in a situation of emergency, if you need to repair or to change his speed while
hmm
doing other things, maybe it can help. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't get why you have Remus when he play Leia.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oh, because you don't get with Leia, you don't get a token. You
No,
get
you
a
don't. You
command
don't. No.
boosted like if. Oh, okay.
But you can't consume another. I think it will change. Oh yeah, it's for the interceptor firepower. Yeah. Oh, that's clever. Because yeah, so he will do a squad command, for example. Then he will
hmm
get a squad token with Remus that he could
hmm
change for a confire token with
With
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka.
It's like
Ah,
a
that's it.
pipe, and then
Ah,
he will get to drop it for IF.
okay,
That's
okay.
funny.
Well, okay, that's cool. That's well mounted.
Yeah,
Perfect.
but that's how many points for that? A lot. It's sure
Yeah.
lots, but yeah, it's working. Okay, the next one. So we are enter the fish zone, and
hmm
it's the first one will be Luke Wula. Ah, it's Lookouts. Okay, yeah, and so
Yeah.
it's an Admiral Ackbar with the squad ball very heavy. It's kind of surprising because normally when you want to play Ackbar, you want to have the
Yeah. You
you
want
want
to
to have ships
maximize.
to shoot from the side, and this list,
Yeah.
yeah, do squads also.
Yeah. So that's it. You didn't maximize that much the Akbar faculty, but that kind of list really can work pretty well because just the TRC genocide can be way enough in addition to the big carrier to deal some major damage because you're gonna focus on one ship and
Yeah,
I see that very often in the past how strong MCAD with pair with the Corvette can be way enough to get stuff and you have a rogue list. You have pretty good rogue list in
oh
fact.
yeah, it's Era, it's Lando, Rogue. Oh yeah,
Wedge,
yeah,
Dutch
there
and
is
Wedge
Whitey
and two
also.
YT.
Yeah,
That really can be strong. So in my opinion, it's a pretty good list of Ackbar, even if you don't maximize Ackbar. And if we go and see a bit more on the MC30, he got ECM and early warning system, and
yeah,
also the engine tech
yeah.
and experiential tech. So everything to be sure to be at the good spot and being safe. So that good luck to the one who tried to get down that MCD.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and it's like half of the points are in there, so Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you have to choose
totally.
because squads will be also hard to kill.
Yeah, it's a small Starhawk, but a
Yeah,
pretty
it's
good
small
one.
Star Rock, exactly.
Yeah. Oh
Okay,
man. And of course,
yeah.
he have engine tech on it, and probably he have the transport, the comnet there just to feed the engine tech
Oh yeah,
because
maybe. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, probably gonna he will want to do some repair instead of navigation. So with the token, he will be able to trigger the engine tech, but you don't need that much to activate squadrons. So it's the good part of the rogue ball. So you don't need that fort command, so you can focus on other stuff. So yeah, that's a very good luck, Luke. And well, good job and good luck, Luke. I like that guy.
So
Yeah.
the next one is Rock Commander, and it's more MSU Ackbar, more traditional because yeah, it's a small screen of squad. It's a Shara and Taiko, very classic. There is an Nassau frigate Mark II,
Hmm.
and a lot of CR90. There's four of them with
Hmm.
TRC, and that's all.
Yeah. So it's uh, it's a little bit the typical frigate of the Mark II of Angry Ewok. He mostly always play something like that, and it's very powerful. Slave turret and cake and children with on a Ackbar shot. It's so devastating with of course intel officers. So that list can be a very huge problem because for tier C Corvette, it's pretty much something. And damn, that list really looks like mine. But
Ooh, spoiler,
damn.
spoiler.
Uh, so yeah, it isn't very easy to play, but that really can do the job if they place them pretty well.
Yeah.
And he got a little decent bid to do what he want in many situations. So yeah, that can be a very good opponent to have. All right.
Okay, so the next one is David Grams.
Mm-hmm. LTD.
Yeah, LTD.
uh, a very good player from Australia.
So there is yeah the same Force Corvette with TRC,
Hmm.
and yeah there is just Lando on the flagship. Two transports. That's new. There is not a fifth a fifth ship,
Hmm.
and a squad screen a bit higher that yeah ça commence à être difficile l'anglais
It's a
a little
rogue
higher
commander.
than the precedent.
Yeah. Yes. So that's a list he know very well. Since I know him, he almost always plays something like that, and that can do the job. And uh, he didn't play. He of course have Adar talents, so his squadron might do some good damage there because gonna have Tarin messing around and being able to make their shot very better. So yeah, it's a very good list from Ackbar. So 6 activation again,
Yeah.
pretty good to play the activation game, and for aggressive TRC at Ackbar shot, it's very good. So in some situation, the squadron just gonna be able to save most of his corvette and his stuff. And in other situation, yeah, that might be very good for squadron, but you don't have BCC.
Oh no, he has
And
six squadrons. Six squad
yes,
with yeah with bomber yeah with, but without BCC. So Yeah, it's more like a
yes,
protection.
yeah. So Janors, it's okay with the black. Bigs, it's so. I think Bigs, it's a red. It's not a black.
No, it's a red. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
it's so 5 red in anti ship didn't do that much. It's very absolutely very not good. They really need BCC, and now with PD IC pointed ion defense
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, the X-wing aren't good enough. Aren't good anymore. So we will see. We will see. They're mostly there for defense and killing squads, so they're gonna do the job. And also, we have a very decent bid because he like to be second. So yeah,
Oui. Okay.
he might have
Yes.
some good objective there.
Yeah, it seems he will lay down some traps. Okay. The
Mhm.
next one is it's a new player. I think I don't know him much. It's
Is it?
Louis-André Saint Laurent. Who is this
Oh,
one?
who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Okay. Okay. Uh, well,
Yeah,
I
so that's
know.
the list you show me before. So it's 4 CR90, 1 MC30, Charbet Taiko. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, what can you say about this one when you see all the other?
Yeah, I think they all try to copy me. So, um, well, the 4 Corvette are very good in that situation, of course, and I picked the MC30 instead of the frigate uh, because it's a very good ship at long range and short range too. Long range only in the specific Ackbar list.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
the fifth TRC there, so it's almost like if I got a little good extra Corvette, and it also allow to give a very massive punch once in the game, or twice, or whatever. The a very good close range attack on the side. It's five black and five no and four red. So that's a very very huge punch. So
Yeah, yeah, this is really mean.
yeah. So I know you try it sometimes,
Yeah,
and that little MC30, it's pretty hard to get down, and he saved the day. He really can kick out an Architan very easily, or something small, or in some situation just get down the big one when the other all attack on it and stress this token. So that's yeah, in my opinion, it's a very good Ackbar list. I had a 6 Corvette list before that, and I find it perhaps a bit more interesting to have a bigger punch with the MC30 instead of the 2 other TRC Corvette. But they both are very good Ackbar lists. And yeah, I hope I hope I will do well because it's not an easy list to play. So we will see. We will see.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I hope you will succeed well in the tunnel.
uh,
Yeah.
I hope to.
So the next one is also a newcomer, I think. Nobody knows him. Angry Ewok.
Angry Ewok, which I want to say that he have a very very good channel on YouTube about
Yeah,
strategy and stuff. I think everyone should spend some time to listen at his tricks, and he give a lot of information in a very good way. In fact, good support, good visual support, and he spent a lot of time to explain perfectly everything about a specific subject. So that's an awesome job that he did for the community. So yeah, thanks, Angry Evoke. And now the list.
Yeah.
So. As we said earlier, you have the assault frigate with Ackbar, Intel Officer, Kraken Children, ECM, and Slave Turret. That thing can punch so hard. It's pretty amazing when the red dice are in his side. It's so strong. So yeah, that's a very huge threat. And of course, you have the two other TRC and the two little Comnet to feed token and move squadron when you need. And
Yeah,
of course,
because the frigate is like six red dice, so yeah, it can do a lot of hurt.
yeah, 6 red dice. It's crazy strong. Very strong, and of course with the Intel Officer,
Yeah.
which I don't like. I never put any more Intel Officer because, oh man, that's so hard to deal with, and I don't really like that kind of upgrade in a game. So, but I accept it. I don't complain really. Uh, and something specific with his list is the huge bid. He got a 12 bid,
Oh yeah,
which is way enough to always win it. And his list is mainly built to be a second player list because he gonna have very good objective for to help him getting point. Like he got a VCX there, so.
yeah. It
He,
seems like
he,
Fire Lane is mandatory on this kind of list.
sorry?
It's like
Like
it seems like a Fire Lanes.
Fire Lane?
Yeah.
Yeah, Fire Lane and perhaps some other. I don't want to leak anything, but
Yeah.
it's sure you.
I have to precise. I don't know his list. I just try to guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it just well, in any time, anywhere, when we see VCX or a Lambda, you know that he might plan to move some squadron, move some token. So that's if you have the choice of not being second, not being first, you pick second because you know he might play that and easily win just because of the mission.
Yeah.
But and it's of course also a very good build. It's very hard to get close to that. So man, that list is it's a very good competitive list, and that's all I want to say about it.
Yeah. So yeah, we wish him good luck too for
Yeah,
the tournament. The
you
next.
don't need it,
Yeah.
but you don't need luck. Just kidding.
Okay. So the next one is Mike P. I wish see because Michael Preddy. Okay, sorry, it should be Mike P. So it's 4 corvettes, 1 transport, and a lot of squads. It's like yeah, because we are talking from Ackbar from I think maybe 20 minutes now, but
Yeah.
every time it's not the same. There is a little twist to it, and this one goes squad heavy.
Yeah, and as we can see, he have a V6 too. Not quite sure if it's to play with the mission because he only have a 2 point bid. Probably got something, but it's probably more with to use the relay on the V6, and he only have 3 squadron without rogue. So five squadron with rogue. So yeah, you don't really need that much to activate them. It's mostly for Shara and Taiko. So yeah, I think it's the base of the list is going to be good. Is it as good as the other one? There's another one who looks like this one. Is it better than the one of LTD, David? Uh, Perhaps not, because, well, it's perhaps very close. The YT 90 200 well, 24,000. Yeah, the YT is can be very good, and Karen very good to go and do some damage to a ship. So, I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a pretty decent list, in fact. So good luck, and we don't have that much more to say about it. You don't have the Torin, which is weird because Torin is so good, but I think perhaps it's because you don't really need it, or think need it, or you don't want to have to deal with the range. Uh, Most of the other lists that we see, I think, add is Turin, because Turin is by far the best upgrade of the Rebel, and like in my list, it's a must to have it because I only have Taiko and Shara, and I need to fix the dice, the blue flag. So with Turin around, it's a very better flag than the typical blue bad blue bad result that we can have. So yeah, okay. And the last list of Ackbar
Yeah.
already.
So it's beefcake. So beefcake, it will be. Oh, it's light on the corvette because there is just one. There
Hmm.
is frigates, and there is also MC-30. So
Yeah,
it seems that he he make
it's
a
a
merger, a fusion.
yeah, it's a melting pot of the other.
Yeah, it's one to rule them all.
Yeah. So yeah, I think Angry Rock really sell well is frigate, because now we see it a lot more than before, because most of the time in the past it wasn't the Keket and Cholen and Slave Turret one, it was the Gunnery Team one, and then yeah, the frigate could attack the Ackbar shot on both the side, is a single side to target, and now people try to do a better shot on the ones with that one, and it worked pretty well, in fact. So
Yeah, I
uh,
think a lot of player will encounter these frigates. I think like there is like 4 or 5 of them. So yeah,
uh, yeah.
their ship will try it.
Mm. So now we have the MC-30 Scout frigate. Um, you have EPT on it instead of a rack. So in my opinion, it's not good anymore. The APT, you don't really want it because it's hard to trigger. It's a huge gamble because with the PDIC you can have to re-roll that, and with the evade you also can have to re-roll that double, and yeah, that you're just very lucky if you can have the crit on your first shot, and yeah, but it's remain a good upgrade.
Yeah,
And next, the GR Comnet boosted comes,
yeah,
so
it's classic.
it's a classic, and he is there to activate by far at long range the Taiko and Shara, because the two other have is um, Rogue, and I'm surprised of seeing Dash Rendar
Yeah,
there.
he's there.
Dash is dead since Lando is so good, but he put Lando on the scout frigate, So probably is the reason why we see
Oh
Dash
yeah,
there.
yeah.
But Dash, Dash in he, Dash won't be able to stay in the fight very long if the opponent have a decent squad ball. It's gonna be probably the second one to die after the YT 24,000, and because he is a very good squadron, he always hit pretty well, and now yeah, he gonna get hit and hit and hit and die.
Yeah.
So 24 point almost for nothing. If he just had to double the YT, and he would have 8 point for something else.
Yeah, you can see that's
So
at the same point as the transport. It's like a
yeah,
second GR75, but as a
yeah,
squad.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I believe he will have a very good advantage to have a fifth activation in his list.
Yeah.
But in fact, I find that list a very good general list. With that thing, he can probably very well handle a double Onager. It's possible that he can do very well against that, and it's possible that he can do very well against a lot of type of build. But there's just some little things I'm not sure about it, but I'm pretty sure he can do the job. So yes, good luck, beefcake. Yeah.
Okay, so we are back with Louis-André to talk about the list from the ASSO on Endor tournament. So we've made a small break because we didn't have the time to finish the first all the lists before the tournament really begins. So I don't know how you do it, Louis-André, but I didn't follow nearly all the results. So I will be commenting the list blindly without knowing how they perform to this
Oh,
point.
well, in my case, I know pretty much who win and who lose, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, you have been spoiled.
Yeah. So okay, so we are now at the beginning of the Agate list, which is
The
the most
Agate
common
wave.
one. Yeah. We have 9 of them, and the first one it's the one of Justin Ustel, whose nickname is Dart Rat. That list is actually a list I built with him because we're
Oh,
friends, and I often suggest him how to do his list and how to change it and everything, and he came up with that. So it's a MC-80 battle cruiser with Agate on it. Um,
who is
with
cost 166 points. So yeah.
yeah, pretty pretty expensive ship. So he also have the Bright Hope with Leia Organa on it for a comnet, and his list is so complicated to read. The little TRC Jaina, the Jaina slide, MC-30 torpedo, and a little squad base of Tycho, Shara, and one A-wing. So that list with a great bid of 10 point. Um, it's a list that you want to play. You actually want to play first to have the chance to maximize the MC-30 and the MC-80, because even if it's very strong with Agate, I mean very tanky with Agate, the MC-80 still is very weak and very not durable ships. So the first player can be a very good thing here. But apparently things don't go that well for
Oh,
my friend Justin.
oh.
And yeah, so it's something that's a four activation list, and uh, it's not often that easy to play for activation like that, which some want to be played last, uh, and you never know what you might encounter. So yeah, you have to play perfectly wisely to maximize it, and that things don't go that well because only three squadron to prevent. He got eat by a lot of B-wings from what's the name again? I don't. Well, it doesn't matter. So
Yeah, but I have to say, because I often play against Agate list were fortress type of list. I mean, a big
mhm,
Starhawk, a lot of defense token, and it was like shoot me if you dare. This one seems to me much entertaining because it's like a mind game of I am waiting for opening from the second player to throw my MC30 to throw the Liberty with engine tech, and the second
mhm,
player has to know that there is these two threats who are coming from him. So yeah, it
yes.
seems to me a list that I will, I guess for me, enjoy a lot playing against or playing with.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually a very good list, but a complicated one.
Okay.
And things can go very well, or things can go totally on the opposite. Yeah.
Okay, so next list is a list of James Bond fan by Live and Let Die 11. So it's a more classy Agat list with Starrock Mark II, with a corvette, two transports, and five squads,
Hmm.
all I-wing and two asses, uh, Shara and Taiko, of course.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, it's a pretty classic Starhawk. In fact, uh, not that classic because the Unity we often see the Unity with almost a 134 squadron pack.
Yeah,
Now it's super heavy, super heavy Starhawk of 225 point.
yeah.
Uh, with I'm not sure why he have the Corvette there. Of course, it's always good to have the Corvette TRC there, but I think he should have more squadron than the five there. But that may be very good too. But if I expanded, yeah, it's a typical super tank, super strong Starhawk, and uh, yeah, with the Maniite, it can it, it can be a very big trouble. So there is, I don't know. Okay, I don't I don't see that much what I can say about it, but it's clearly a typical Starhawk list.
Okay, so the next list is from an Irish player who is Kaiser 1977, which is in my pods, I have to say. And he's playing Star. I think he plays this list also at the International Team Championship. So I
Hmm.
think it's a list that he has. Yeah, who is how can I say that? Who has the habits to use it? Who is accustomed to it? Sorry, and for my English isn't perfect, but yeah.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a one Starhawk Mark II also with it's nearly the same points, but with a little bit twist with Thailand, which it seems that he will seek to
Hmm.
slow down, as the name of the list say, the other ships. There is else all the ships we have saw on the other one, two transport, one corvette, and we have the two A-wing couple who are also there. Then there is Katsu Onyo, which we don't see much around, and Lando Calrissian. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's a super super tanky Starhawk. You see, he have Walex, Special Tech, uh, point defense ion cannon on it, so it might be very hard to get it down uh, with all that stuff, and the fact that he play with our speed, it's also very inconvenient. So that may be that may be a big problem. And I really like the Ezra Bridger on the Corvette. Um, it it always can be very useful. Um, yeah, that can be a good list. And in any case, Lando can do his things. Even I often play him uh, with only Shara and Taiko. I had a Kraken list with all only those three squadron, and that's enough to be very good. Lando can be a little rogue and in a skirmish, going here and there and hiding in the obstacle and stuff. So he can be a very valuable piece in that build. So that that can be an impressive result, in fact.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, so I will see. I have to play against him. We'll see. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
the next one is from Bills Wilkins, ORG Bill, and he's playing a list, Agate list with MC-80 Star Cruiser, two
Hmm.
transports, three Hammerhead.
Yeah.
It's amazing for me how he managed to put all these ships in the list. With proximity
Yeah.
mine, I have to say, there is proximity mine also on the transports, and one corvette with a TRC and Janice light, and there is no squads.
Yeah. So there is a total of, I think, five proximity mine.
Maybe four, no, because Hammerhead will just give one each, and transport also will give
Oh,
one each. And there is no
no,
oh yeah, there is Sabine Wren. Yeah, yeah. So
there
it's
is,
five.
but there is three armored with proximity mine, and
Oh yeah,
the
yeah,
two
yeah, yeah,
GR
yeah.
have proximity mine. So
So
there
it's a
is
six.
five proximity, and yeah. Well, that may be a very fun list. That really may be a very fun list. So he have no bid. Um, so probably his list can be very good as a second one and a first player. Um, with all those racks on the hammerhead, uh, that really can be that really can be interesting, because you you know he have seven activation, so he gonna have a huge advantage over probably every fleet. The only thing is the weakness upon the squadron, but it's not. I don't see it as a huge problem at all, because you have so many flak he can use, even if it's most of it is the black range, the close range flak. It it still can be very good against a 134 list, um,
Yeah, and
because
the flagship is well protected against squad with point defense, ion cannons, and expert shell take with Agate. So yeah,
yeah. So well, probably you will pick a third resurrect if it's a 134 list. But in any case, you will take another resurrect with that special tech on it.
yeah, it's
It's
like
it's so good. So and with the engine tech, that ship became just so brutal. So he have the H1 XI7 turbo laser. So that ship won't go to hunt flotillas and stuff like that. It's gonna be the main damage dealers, so that may be very dangerous. You know in which pod he is? Because I didn't see any result about him.
No, I don't know, but yeah, we will see how he managed
Yeah,
to play against
yeah,
his opponents.
yeah, of course.
So I've got a bad feeling about this. It is the name of the next list by Ghost in the Machine, and it's a Starhawk Battleship 2. It's got Phylon also, so it seems near from the list that Kaiser has posted. But
Hmm.
the twist, it's because there is a little twist because there is a two MC-30 torpedo frigates and a squad.
Yeah.
So there is like three ship, all that can really hurt you badly. But yeah, small activation, small deployments.
Mm. So both MC30 have the H9 and the racks on it, so they can kill anything they want. I can say it's like that can be very very dangerous, and of course the big one just gonna help the too little um, to slow down the target and make sure the torpedo can be in place. And it's actually a list of my pod, and I will play it Friday night, and I'm
Okay.
pretty excited to see how it's gonna go. Uh, the it can be a very good list, in fact, because we we mostly never see any lists, any Starhawk Agate like that. Never see something that can be that aggressive, and you have only three activation, which is the basic Starhawk Agate number of activation. Um, so I think he gonna play it very aggressive, take the good opportunity to maximize his MC 30 and deal some very good damage. So that can be an impressive list that we're gonna see on top of the list, on top of the league. So it will depend on me.
Yeah, yeah. I like the idea of the Starhawk being like a black hole who will catch and keep every ship that will pass in its range. So yeah, we will see Friday how you will do against. Okay, the next one is uh, yeah. So it's a list from Alessandro Bancheri. I wish I have said it right. Correct me else. From Banke
Bankeli.
86. And it's a Kyrsta
Okay.
Agate list, of course.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's a Star Cruiser, so it seems that it's a Starhawk or a Liberty always. This
Mm-hmm.
one is a
Mm-hmm.
Liberty. And
Yeah.
yeah, it seems a classic one. If you put aside the fact that there is no engine tech and auxiliary shell team instead, there is a assault frigate Mark II with a Paragon. There is two transports and there is 92 points of squads, which most of them are
Mm-hmm.
bombers.
Yeah.
But there is
And
no
no
BCC.
BCC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure about that list. It's Paragon is a very hard title to use. You almost have to be first to be sure to use it. And well, he had the bid for that, so maybe it's gonna be
Yeah, there is 12 points of bids.
yeah. So for activation, a good he the assault frigate isn't that much a good squad activator, so he will have to bank a token to use more the flight controller here. And oh yeah, flight controller is the one that give an extra blue die, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so it seems
okay.
the Mark II is it's the carrier with the transports.
Mm-hmm. It
Uh,
is.
what
It is.
the thing interesting? It's he has two threats with the squads and the MC-80. The issue for me it's that its list is there is a lot of bomber and I fear that he's a little bit weak against anti-squad squad balls.
Yeah, you don't have Biggs. He bring Wedge instead
Yeah,
for the combo of Dutch and Wedge, which is good, of course. Um, but I'm pretty sure Wedge gonna be the first as well to fall down. So um, if yeah, that list can be a good kind of general list. He can receive a good I'll say that he can do well against a huge heavy squad list, and he also can do very nice stuff with the MC 80. But I think yeah, it's like the frigate's gonna be in the back, and the MC-80 gonna run here and there, and he don't have the engine tech on it. Instead, he put the auxiliary shield team, which is yes, it's good, but uh, it's not as good as getting out of an arcs with what the engine tech can do. So I don't think that this list will manage to win that much. Perhaps the skills will change everything, but yeah, I'm not that impressed. I have to say.
yeah. I think that the Intel nerf has hurt very much this kind of list because now the bombers are more easily stuck when you throw your squad in their ball. Yeah. So the next one is Hector Aguirre. Yeah, correct me if I pronounce it not good.
It's Hector Aguirre,
Aguirre. Okay,
je pense.
c'est possible. Okay, and so it's an Agate also with the MC-80 Command Cruiser. So this one is not a Liberty, it's a Home one, I guess, no?
Mm-hmm. It's the
There
home one,
is,
yes.
yeah, there is two transports, one corvette, and there is, yeah, 130 points of squads. And the squad seems, yeah, with a lot of bomber. There is B-Wing squadrons. It's like, I think it's the first time we saw them in this tournament. And yeah, the MC-80 got Fly Commander, Engine Tech, Rapid Launch Bay for the B-Wing, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And the transports got Adar Talon. There is a BCC. And yeah, the Corvette is a B with only 20 V4 on it.
Yeah. So that guy's managed to already play all his game and actually won all of them.
Oh,
He was the first to achieve that. So yeah, the list can be a huge threat because that MC-80 with Agate on it, it's very durable with the early warning system. It's also very good to prevent some great damage here and there. And with the rapid launch bay, it and the engine tech, the ship can go very far from its place and reach a good target and just blast it with at least 4 B-wing, uh, which is Temnam B and 3B. Well, yeah.
Nora
So,
Wexley? No, it's a Y-wing. Maybe not. No,
well, he can manage to have Nora around before that. So that really can be
oh, yeah, it's a
super strong.
Y-wing. Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
he got this huge activation from the MC80, and if you don't
Hmm.
really take care of this one, you can be very surprised, and I guess
Yeah,
he can melt
that's.
any ship with one activation of the MC80
Mhm.
because, yeah, it's like too much dice.
It's a ton of dice, which come just after possibly a huge side attack from
Yeah,
the MC80. He don't have the title. Um, you don't have any title on it. The one that allow him to add any dice of is the color he want. It's Defiance,
yeah.
which could have been a very good boost on it, but I don't think he needed that much. So yeah, well, actually, Hector proved that this list can be very, very good. Um, so yeah, congrats. It's a good list.
Yeah,
I
and
was
we'll
against.
follow him during
Yeah.
his
No,
games.
no, I'm
Yeah,
not sure. Maybe the Corvette. The Corvette seems to be there just for the Tensive 4.
yeah. For me, it's
And
just an activation and a
yeah,
support to the MC80 with Tantive because it's blue dice. So yeah, he doesn't want to put too much point on it. The
hmm,
blue die will always do something.
yeah,
Maybe like
and
as a finisher.
yeah, or well, the blue dice can be very something, and you tend to forget about it because you you have in mind, oh, it's just blue dice and it's the medium range. But hey, if he managed to double RQ, it's a minimum of 5 dice, so that's a lot. That's really a lot. And if he ram you after that, so that Corvette can save the day in some occasion. And also, we forgot to talk about the Adar Talon. So we have the Adar Talon
Oh
with
yeah,
the possibility of Gold Squadron or Lando or Tem or any B-Wing. So Adar is in a very good spot. So I will say if you play against that list, just eat his GR. His GR is probably the main things in the list that you want them out. Uh,
yeah. The one with the bomber command center and Adatalo seems an obvious choice.
yeah, 40 point. Yeah. Okay, next one.
Okay, so next one is Captain Keter. So it's the first Agate list with Amkade equipped with Agate, and it's
Hmm.
like a spine list because there is local fire control. So it's like you will
Yeah.
hit me, I will hit you back. Because I guess on the there is two red dice on the rear on this ship. There is
Hmm.
also disposable capacitor to throw those blue dice at long range. Reactive gunnery to have more salvo if you lost the token, or if it's accurate, with IM by an accuracy. LTT Paragon. Then MC80 who will activate squads, a transport, and a 19 point of quads with the 6.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Uh, it's sure Paragon can be very good when you use Salvo because you just have to wait until your opponent attack you, and you use the salvo. Then at the next when you activate it, you have your extra black dice. But you see, with local fire control, it's the it's the it, our reactive gunnery. I forgot which one it is, but with local fire control, it's the spot of the ordnance expert, so you won't have any reroll on that black dice. So I don't, not sure if it's that good to don't reroll any of your black dice, but yeah, the MC30, MC80, he have that can be a very good threat, but you see he have quad battery turret,
Yeah.
which I'm not sure if it's a good thing. So he gonna have to play it very slowly, always at speed 1, using his engine tech to boost a little bit more. And yeah, that's not an upgrade I really like, because it forces you to go slow and not play the navigation game that much. Perhaps the engine tech will save that. And
Yeah, because it seems it depends on the transport to give a nav token, because with Antilles he will just get squad token, I guess, because he will activate his squadrons.
Mhm.
So yeah, he has to work very carefully its activation order, or to be sure that he always has the nav token that will allow him to stay at speed 1 and
Yeah.
use engine tech.
So he only have 3 activation, and the GR is the GR have other talent on it, which is a super expensive GR, a very huge target for anyone, super valuable to to anyone. So the 2 other ship are very hard to get down. You have to put a lot of energy to get the MC80. And probably it's the same for the assault frigate, because Agate on it, and I experienced it a lot. It's very good, very strong. It can stay there very long, and what X on it, it's just perfection. So it's almost as stinky as the MC80. Seriously.
Yeah, because I guess the evade token who gives such a flexibility to be to mitigate a shot at long range, and keep the more value token present. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, we'll say I don't follow what he has done in the pods.
Yeah, me neither, and I'm not sure that the squad, it's five squad, very expensive one. I mean, for Wedge and Lando.
Yeah.
Um, I don't see that little ball stay that much against a huge one, and I think it's an expensive one, so I don't perfectly know what he want to do. Of course, it's the MC80 that's gonna be the carrier, probably. Uh, but yeah, we will see. Huh?
Okay, the next one is Andrew B. Melbs RU. And it's a Kyrsta hot calamari special. So yeah, it won't to give me the yeah it I don't know how to say that. Ouais, je le couperai. C'est dur de continuer en anglais systématiquement. Bon.
Ouais.
1, 2, 3. Allez. So yeah, this list is there is a Starhawk Mark 1, one MC80. So yeah, it's kind of a surprise to see 2 large bays in one list from with the Kyrsta Agate. a transport, and 72 points of squads, mostly generic I-Wing with a Shara Bay.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's we don't see that kind of list very often, and how they are how we see the upgrade on it, especially the MC80 only have the ECM and the title Home 1, which is only to give the Starhawk an accuracy, which is pretty expensive for that. I don't know. I think it's not a very well mounted list, to be honest, because yeah, it's kind of it doesn't make sense that much. Defense liaison, it's something that we never see in a top list.
Yeah, I have
Top
to
player list.
Google it to check what it was.
Yeah, it's the kind of upgrade that we never use, but maybe it's good it's good to prevent a bad dial, command dial. So yeah, why not? And the quad turbo laser cannon, it's for an extra accuracy. So that's the combo with the Home 1. So you gonna get a lot of accuracy. So maybe the main damage dealer is gonna be the front of the Starhawk, the Starhawk. So I think it's all about that, and yeah, and actually the squad base can be very good. I like the squad base.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those A-wing can be a very good threat and can stay there enough long and do a good counter. Don't have Tarin to help that, but that's a kind of good and fun squad ball to play with, because you can throw them and just let them where they are to block the opponent, and it's a black die to attack the ships. So that can be very good, little by little.
Yeah.
And the comnet is always good for to help the two big guy. And yeah,
Yeah.
intel officer on the Starhawk that can also very help. So perhaps the most people will tend to attack the MC80, which is the easiest target on the 2-1, and just to try to stay out of the front of the Starhawk, which don't have any Manite or tractor beam. And yeah, so I'm not sure that list can do that well against most of the lists that we see. Yeah, sorry, Andrew.
Yeah, so the next one is from Matt Berry, whose nickname is Galantier. And so it's the last one, the last list with Agate. It's called Hawk HH with Cap. So it's basically the return of the Starhawk Agate with 3 hammerhead, but they are not the torpedo, they are the scouts. So yeah, it seems for me like there is a multiverse of Armada, and in one universe it choose torpedo, and the other it choose scouts, and it's like a little variation, a little twist on the precedent list we have talked about.
Yeah.
So it's a very classic build from a hammerhead, because they love a slave turret and a TFO. The Starhawk got hardened bulkhead, which I don't see it often. SW7 ion battery to make more hurt, and a very small squadron screen with only 2 YT 2004.
Yeah. I mean, I think it makes sense the Arnet bulkhead because the Starhawk gonna be seems to be the front liner
Oh yeah.
of the build, and the three the three scout at the back to stay pretty far because they can fall very quickly, and yeah, they will focus on one target and get it down, probably get it down, and yeah, I think that can be a very fun list to play and to play against. So um, the Starhawk don't have that much defense. We only see the Walex Blissex here.
Yeah, with Unity,
Uh,
there is not. There is not that much protection
no,
apart from the title and the officer, and of course
yeah,
Agate.
yeah,
Yes, so maybe
and
the Hammerhead will fall first and will gather the attention of the opponents.
but I'm not sure. I think he will want to play it very slowly to
Oh
maximize
yeah,
the slave turret long range.
yeah,
So it's this thing can throw with the CF token. It's 2 red. You add 1 with slave turret, and with the CF it's 4 red. So
yeah. That's 12 red if you
that's
manage to put all the front arc.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and
that's
task force are
impressive.
gonna help a lot to get better results. So that really can be good. That really you don't want to stay in the spot of those all those front arc. So yeah, that not sure if we can say that it's a good list if we compare it with all the other Agate that we saw, but that's certainly a fun one.
Okay, so with this list, we have finished with rebels and basically with Ackbar and Agate, and we'll go to the Republic and Separatists, who are less present in this tournament. But yeah, it's like it seems for this tournament that the rebels have take all the attention of the players. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's maybe the comeback of the rules in the last TTS tournament who forced the player to play basically the 4 faction. And in this one, you could choose your faction, and there is a huge need for player to play rebels. It seems.
well, I think it's a question of how to respond to the new meta. You
Oh
see
yeah,
the with TF, how to deal with TF, man. You have to deal with it with long range stuff. So that's maybe it's personally my reason why I play Ackbar, just to be able to be far from it, and the Agate things is also a good response because it's so useful to keep your ship alive that it become almost obvious that she's a good option against that. I don't mean it's all about TF, but just the Martuk long range is very annoying too, and
yeah, and
and
then the
also
Nagger.
yeah, and yeah, the Nagar, and because also of the PDIC point defense ion cannon,
Yeah.
uh, you don't want that much to play close range because most of your good ship, most of your good dice might get reroll, so that's so annoying. Uh, so the long range, I think it's a new prime time of the long range build. So we'll see. We will see what's happened with my refuge fortress.
Yeah.
Um, Iran, it's all the build of Bale of Garna that
Yeah, it's
we are
no. There is
analyzing.
just this one Organa. There is just one
Oh, okay.
list, and it's yeah, it's an acclamator, a venator 2, without Sfati. I have to say this,
Mm-hmm.
And there is a consular class armor. So yeah, Bail Organa, he will use it to basically do navigation while activating the squad ball, which is huge because it's 122 6 points.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Okay. Okay.
yeah, I see fly controller, fly commandant, Nether Tabby, rapid launch bay, I guess, for the arc 170.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically all this.
Well, it's mainly a list almost 100% based on the squadron.
Yeah, it doesn't
The
have much
arc.
reroll for the ships. It's
No, the ship in itself aren't the big threat. Like
yeah
the Venator, it's don't have any good boost to his attack, and same for the acclamator. They are there only to maximize the squadron, and the rapid launch bay for the some of the arc, because you have four arc, and I think the acclamator can only carry three of them.
yeah.
Yeah, so that may be a very
Oh
good
no, wait.
punch.
He has expanded the hunger bay.
Expanded hangar. Okay, so the four of them gonna be inside it. So the Acclamacar gonna be a threat because of that. So probably that's
Oh, and
the
that's
main
the
main idea.
reason. Yeah, and that's the reason I get it now that he has a flight commander to drop the squads after
Yeah.
moving. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only good way to use a rapid launch bay, in my opinion.
yeah,
If you don't have flight commander, it's like you can lose your ship before activating them. And if you lose your ship and you have four arc, 60 point of squadron inside it, it's a bummer.
yeah,
So you really want to attack long range or something like that, then boost to speed 3, and then drop your stuff in a good place to attack with all of them. Only thing is that's good, but the only thing to move those arc in the build is the rapid launch bay, which means it's perhaps like in the Hector Aguirre's list with the B-wing. It's
yeah,
you don't have anything else to boost the speed of the arc, so it's potentially a one-time use. If the opponent have a very fast ship, or if his ship are very spread all around, the B-wing will or the arc will just get used once, and yeah, that's a lot of point for a one-time deal. So that can be good. That certainly can be good. But uh, I think that the list is so much axe on the squadron that perhaps the ship's gonna be weak to good attack, and we yeah, we have to see.
yeah. I have to
Maybe.
say I like the way he designed the consular class armed cruiser because it's okay. It's 50 points, so it's a little bit much maybe, but it's a very support ship, and
Mhm.
this ship it's just about this. So yeah, I think he got it right with projection expert and comnets.
Yeah, yeah, that can be a good support, and it can also flag very well. So you're gonna have to be in the good place to support the acclamator, because
Yeah,
it's mostly him that gonna get shoot. And we see boosts that come on the Venator class. Uh, on the Venator, so obviously it's the it would be the second liner. He will be at the back, and will take the um, how can I say that? He will kind of support the acclamator and
Yeah, and
yeah,
I guess
try to keep
he will
Bail.
try to finish the ship that will survive the encounter, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And with Bail Organa, it's a very good Admiral to help the Acclamator and the Venator, and
Yeah,
it's in a
because
bad move.
they are like bricks, right? they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
move
yeah.
much.
They really
Okay.
need the. They really need that.
Okay, so the next list is by the organizer of this tournament. So yeah, it's a perfect list. Give me points, please. So it's Eric Carey, which is a French player. So he's
Very.
playing Admiral Tarkin with two Venator, one Pelta. Oh, three Venator. There is one hidden after the Pelta. So three Venator, one Pelta. It's Tarkin. There is a lot of Sfate of XI7.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it seems a very clear list. It's clearly there is no surprise here. He will try to go to double RQ and to shoot you to your death with
Mm-hmm.
ignition,
Yeah.
basically.
So XI7 on each of them can be a very good threat, and with Tarkin, it's the best way to use the Sfati, because you always need a token to reuse to refresh the that upgrade. So yeah, that may be very very good.
The thing I
Of
like
course.
with XI7 and Blue Dice, it's that you have such flexibility to block the defense token of the adversary. XI7 take naturally the redirect token because it tend to make it less good, and
Mhm.
so you are free to choose a brace, a salvo, anything you want from those blue dice that you will roll with Sfati.
Mhm. So of course he don't have a very good answer to Squadron.
Yeah.
Uh, in fact, he don't have any answer to Squadron. So that's I wish for him to not encounter a bomberless. Uh, but uh, but we easily can see that list being able to beat something like the MC 80 Agate list with the super tinky MC80. So um,
Yeah,
that
this list is like it seems to win always a damage run between ships
mhm,
because with the salvo with Sfati, it's like I will do a lot of hurt very quickly. I may lose one Venator or two, but I
yeah,
can kill your
but
ship pretty fast.
yeah, it can be a threat for a long time. But we have to we have to say that it's still three large, which isn't that easy to
Yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah.
You have three huge rectangle in the board. It's very easy to ram each other, and that's yeah. You want to maximize them. You do some concentrate fire, and then boom boom boom. You ram over your ship, you go over obstacle, and you deal most of your of your damage by yourself.
Yeah,
So
I think the deployment phase will be very very strategic for him. He does
yeah,
not
the
want to mess this phase up because in Armada it's always important, but for him he can very easily have a Venator. In French we say opacrette, that he will be in a corner and won't have the time to
hmm
take part of the battle.
yeah, that can be a way to play the game, and I mean it's not that much exciting, but it can work. It can work very well. So
Yeah,
it's a good challenge.
the next one is Aran Shine. So there is Plo Koon, the only list with Plo Koon. So yeah, I can start by the squads because it's Plo Koon, of course. So it's a 128 squads. There is Anakin, there is Luminara, there is 3 Arc and 2 V19. And to activate this ball, you have 2 Acclamator and 1 Pelta. The Pelta has Plo Koon and Projection Expert, so it seems to be a flagship and a support ship. The both Acclamator will have boosted com, so they will activate the squads. There is one with Nevotabi who seems to be the main carrier. Maybe I can say it like this because he has a flight commander and rapid launch bay. The other one seems more like I can do anything type of ship because he has also external rock, ordnance experts, and implacable, so he can support, he can shoot, he can activate. He will make coffee if you want to. I don't know.
It's rare that we see that, but he have boarding trooper on the Acclamator too. So I guess it's can be paired very well with the auto accuracy of Plo Koon. So that really can be interesting. But good thing that he have projection expert and implacable because Nevuta will be the first ship to get attack, and he will need some help to stay in the game for a while because it's remain a ship that can take damage, but not that long, not for a huge while because you have 4 shield on the front, 2 on the side, some good defense token, but if you attack him like 3 times in a turn, he already pick a lot of damage. So you really want to keep that Nivuta B alive because the title really help your squadron, and if you remove that ship of your list, it's still a good threat because the other Acclamator and it's only the other Acclamator who's gonna be able to activate squadron because the Pelta is a transport with only one squad activation. So yeah, everything is about the Nivuta B. Oh man. Yeah, okay. So that can be a good threat, but it's also pretty weak because of what I just explained.
It's like the ship or the new faction are often if we can put aside certain configuration of the Providence, they are often fragile and when you have a huge squadron list, you don't want to lose the carrier. So maybe it's a bit difficult for the Republic now with fragile ships that also want to be carriers, so they want to stick around. So the next one is from King Paid. It's Librand, and it's a list with Luminara Unduli. Also, there is just one Luminara Unduli commandant in the tournament. So you have Venator 2 with its title, its Luminara title, Tranquility, with the Sfarti. There is the Consular class armed cruiser. There is an Acclamator assault ship and another consular, but it's one, it's like, it's the red dice version with LTT. No, it's Link to Barazator. See, LTT, yeah. And there is 56 points of squads, so just a screen to protect.
Yeah, just 3 squadron, which is Kickback, Axe, and Asuka Tano can be very good to stay there a while. So yeah, that's a good little ball, even if it's pretty expensive. Okay, so well, that list, Luminara, I don't tend to really like Luminara, I have to admit, but you see, you don't play the Luminara with tons of salvo or the expert tech, so it's kind of um, yeah, it's a list that you don't act on stuff that can be a bad experience, as we can say, because most of the Luminara we can encounter, it's like, okay, so that Venator there, I can't attack it, otherwise I won't do any damage, and it will counter back, and bam bam bam, I just gonna lose my attack and get killed. so that Luminara isn't like that. So the main the Venator is can be very good because of all what he have in it. He with veteran gunner, he can reroll. Well, I don't know why he have veteran gunner, in fact,
Yeah, I was. I
because
think he wants to. It's for the front arc to help the
well,
front arc to have a good roll, because yeah, when you don't have anything for the red and the black dice, it's
uh,
difficult.
yeah. Because you don't need veteran gunner for the Svati,
No.
because actually when we use veteran gunner to keep our accuracy and reroll the bad dice, the bad other dice. Uh, but yeah, with the XI7, it's paired very well with Svati, and uh, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
and
so we'll see,
the
because he has a lot of activation for the a new faction. He has 4,
mhm, mhm,
and yeah, so if he can, because I guess the consular class charger will fly at large, and it's maybe the acclamator and the venator who will go toe to toe against
mhm,
the other ship, while the last consular will stay
yeah.
a little bit behind. Yeah.
Yeah, it surprised me that the Acclamator don't have any black ordnance
Yeah,
upgrade,
yeah, because yeah,
because
with Ordnance Expert
with
and with Luminara, it can take a little bit more than the usual, but yeah.
yeah, yeah, because he have swivel mount battery, so that allow him to have an extra black die at long range, and if he just do a CF, he can throw 2 black dice at long range. So if you have APT or ECM, that can be very very strong
Mm.
from a medium ship like that, but he don't have. So I guess that list can do well because he have a great defense overall and great attack overall. So it's kind of the perfect general kind of list that we can see that can maximize on a bit everything. So
Yeah.
if you can encounter a huge ball of bomber, he can survive to that enough longer. Perhaps the consular with Luminara on it might be difficult to keep alive, but gonna just fly it very far at the back, so no real problem here. Um, yeah, I think it's a good list, Lee.
Okay, so that's all for all these commandants, and hello there. It's Obi Wan Kenobi. So we have 2 lists with Obi Wan Kenobi. We have Maturin, but I think it's
Mm-hmm.
American, so I will say Maturin. JMC,
Yeah,
and
GMC.
it's a Obi Wan list with 2 Venator, 1 Consular Armed Cruiser, and a 67 points ball of squads. Yeah, so there is expert shield take because it's Obi Wan. There is Sfati on both Venator. There is Ordnance Expert. There is a take evasive action that will, I guess, allow Venator to move better because they need it. There is Thermal Shield just on one. Oh yeah, just on one of the Venator. But both Venators have also XI7 and External Rock. So yeah, it seems that he will seek for his opponent. He will go to him and try to blew it into piece by resisting with Obi Wan capacity.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I run a list a little bit like that, double Sfati with Obi and Pelta to help on the repair and stuff. And seriously, I think that can be good, but Obi-Wan isn't enough to prevent your Venator to get down. So I don't know. I think the firepower can be very impressive here. That can be very strong. Not sure why he have the well that ball of squadron is pretty good, pretty enough strong to prevent good damage. But yeah, only 3 activation. It might have some problem to put his Sfati token in the good spot for the next round. And yeah, I believe Maturin he is a very good player. I know him a bit from a year or so, and yeah, and we I don't know. Tranquility can really help the Venator to stay alive. So probably of course that first Venator will be the frontliner to receive the damage and to stay alive longer as possible until the second Venator gonna take the place. But yeah, I don't see the first Venator staying alive.
Yeah,
Seriously,
because
I don't.
the issue with Obi-Wan is that you got to keep the redirect refreshing, because when you lose it, it's like there is the whole part of your fleet that goes away. So for me, Tranquility, it's a very good way of resting the redirects. But I guess on the other one, I should have put else of it's a Jedi officer that help redirect, but I guess without really using the token. I forget her name. Yeah. But anyway, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
For Maturin.
Yeah. Well, you have take evasive action, which can really help to maximize the move of the Venator, which they totally need.
Oh yeah,
because,
that will help expose another arc
yeah,
of
yeah.
the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's even better than the intensive and firepower because you really want them in the good place, not just having good dice. So yeah.
Okay. So the next one is Wuxi Doctor. So the next one is Fushi Doctor. It's oh wow. It's a very I have to say that because I don't play really Republic, but it's a very surprising list with 6 activation and there is 4 considerable armor cruiser. I guess it's the red dice version. Maybe I'm mistaken. And there is 1 Venator, 1 Pelta. On the Pelta, you have Obi-Wan, Sfati, with the Resolute to have token for the Sfati, I guess. Mercy Mission, you have 4 Consular, so why not? And there is also a Pelta with munition resupply and reactive gunnery. Reactive gunnery on a Pelta?
Yeah, that can be very good because you have two red at the back.
Oh, yeah. I
Mm,
remember.
mm, mm.
And for ARC 170 Starfighter
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
squad.
So
So.
I don't understand those arc there because possibly they just won't be part of the game until round 5 or something like that. The time they come in play in the main battle. So and yeah, the consular armored cruiser is the blue range one.
Oh, it's the Blue Range one. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, it's the super cheap one. So super good flak and little attack. Two blue, one black on the front, and one blue, one black on the side, if I remember well. And so I think the main thing in the build is, of course, the Venator one. Uh, with clone Captain Zack, the Sfati can be very, very good, and he, you also have expert, Arnance expert. I don't I don't see it that well there. Of course, you have two black at the three black at the front. It's the Venator one. So yeah, okay.
yeah.
No, experts and nurse expert. It's a good upgrade there, and I think it's a good use of Obi Wan Kenobi because all those little consular will totally need some protection
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with that Obi Wan faculty. So I think except the four arc, I kind of like the list because it's cool to play six activation he will be able to maximize the Venator the Svati token with that and to wait until the good time to activate the Venator. So that really may be a good threat. So perhaps all the consular will fall down pretty quickly. Perhaps the Delta too. Uh, I'm not sure about the munition resupply, but why not? E-
Oh yeah, for
yeah,
the maybe to fiabilize the black dice because
yeah,
he can give a token to the Venator, and the four other can go to the consular.
yeah. But you see, he have resolute, so he already have a lot of token there, and he just need, yeah, he just need the concentrate fire token for the Svati, and the rest is okay. Clone Captain Zack, I think he did he need a token to refresh? I think
Yes, yes,
he need
yes.
one, but he already start with one on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I don't see it as a must, but why not? Munition resupplies is often very useful. So perhaps it's gonna save the day with
I
with
think
the
he
bad.
can. The thing is, he need a two concentrate fire token, one for Zack and one for Sfarty. So that's why he got munition resupplies, because Resolute only give one, so he need a second
Mhm.
one. I even think that he doesn't put any token on the consular armed cruiser, but he just keep giving one token to the NATO, one token to the Pelta, and in this way he can refresh Sfati at the end of the turn, refresh the Pelta. Oh wait, no, this doesn't work. I guess I don't know. No.
Well, we, we can go to your list, man.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the next one. So we have finished with the Republic, and the next one is my list. So yeah, I will speak a little bit about it first. So it's a list that I will be. I am trying to play Grievous since the ITC. I enjoy very much my last list, but I was finding that the Providence was a little bit underused and underprotected. So I changed Art Cell with the support version, give a burst of burden, comnet, And I also throw away the vulture that I don't like at all, to put some hyena, and to try to put a lot of dilemma on the adversary, and to make him wonder if he have to really shoot my squads or my ships. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Um, I think it can be a very good list because all the upgrade there are have the reason and can be a good threat with the Providence. Um, Basically, my opinion of a good Grievous list is a smaller ball than that, but that can work. That really can work. So um, I think it's a good list for Grievous, but in it's only yeah the first liner is gonna be mostly the yeah, I don't get why you put Grievous on the Providence instead
Yeah,
of on the Art Cell or even the Muni because you will want the Providence on the front, and normally you people won't attack the Providence because of the too many salvo possibility that man, Lucid Voice is 3 red uh,
yeah,
counter, so that's not cool. So you normally don't want to attack that, but if you have Grievous on it, it's 152 points, so you might accept to receive the salvo back, and uh, so perhaps you should have put the Grievous somewhere else. The Trust Transport, for in my opinion, is the best place for it because he is
yeah,
very far at the back. You only have 3 activation, which is the reason why I prefer to have a smarter base to have a 4th activation
yeah,
to uh, to 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 uh, to be able to activate the Beast of Burden very at the good occasion to refresh some defense token on the main ship in the trouble. So, but I'm pretty sure it all can be very good, but like that, it's like your munificent will be very gonna have to be very aggressive because Sanalor asks you to run at speed 2 first of
yeah,
all, so it's gonna be I think that the best way to run that is to go rush with the Providence and the Muni and keep the art cell at the back with the tons of quadrant to offer a lot of possibility to your opponent to attack here and there and to try to kill your squadron to refresh stuff if you can, and yeah, I think it's can really be a good list. I like yeah, I think that can be fun. That can be yeah.
okay. So yeah, next list is another commander, and it will be Mark II. So I'm not surprised to see that Grievous is not that played because he's not so popular. But I was thinking that we'll see more Mark II, who is like a good admiral who can really simply give bonuses to the ship. But there is just this one list.
hmm
So yeah, it's 2 munificent, 1 recusant, 1 art cell, and 4 vulture.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
and with Patriot Fist because of course it's Mark II.
Yeah,
Come
because
on, you have to put
because
it.
because they did the error to build a to offer this title, so we
Oh,
have
and
to use
I
it.
have to say that both munificent have engine tech, so they are
Yeah,
potentially going at speed 3. And they have LTT. I don't. I have the same configuration with the munificent. Not the same, but I put LTT on the munificent because it seems so natural with the red flag. It's so good. So yeah, of course they have LTT, they have point defense young cannons to be a pain in the ass of all the squads in the world, I think, and the skill first officer to be flexible. So yeah, I like this configuration of the munificent. And then there is just one hard cell. Seems for me that it's just there for the activation, because part resupplies it's a mechanic token, I guess. Yeah.
I'm surprised they don't put Beast of Burden on it because it's so useful. So that's a very good title for that art cell.
And with the munificent with their salvo with two red, yeah, they can be very quickly stressed with their token.
And you have also disposable capacitor for to maximize the front shot. So it can be very something. The front shot of the munificent with the Mortic, it's end up being 3 red, 2 blue. So receiving that at long range, that can really blow.
I have to say, this list is. Oh, sorry. So yeah, I have to say this list is really scary because you don't have a good choice. You will go to one of the free ship and you will take a beating. Yeah, for sure. Because they are throwing dice at long range and they are doing it very with a good efficiency. Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah. So. The both engine tech on the munificent can be very interesting because it's perhaps one of the weakness of the munificent to be at speed 2, and now he can do a very nice speed 2 because the speed 2 maneuver is very good after all, and then boost a little bit to end up being in double arc with that. So yeah, and I know Xantos is a very good player. I don't see him.
Oh yeah, Xantos.
Much.
Oh yeah, I play against him. Yeah, it's a very nice player. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's also someone in my pod, so I will have to fight that list pretty soon.
Okay.
But yeah, you don't ask that much on defense. You see, you only have the part resupply and the point defense ion cannon as defensive stuff. So perhaps it's the biggest problem of the list. Also, the Vulture aren't meant to stay there very long. You only have one reserve on guard deck. So yeah, you have some great advantage here and there, but yeah, that's a very good list for attacking at long range. Very good list, in fact. that can be a very huge threat to almost any list. But you see, if you encounter something like doubles fatigue or triples fatigue, damn, that recusant can just blow up, and yeah, because as we say that the recusant light destroyer, it's a glass cannon. It's really a glass cannon. So that ship have to fly away most of the time, and good thing because he have a super weird nav chart, and yeah, that can be a very good list to watch playing.
Okay, so yeah, the next one is Dr. Shaitin, Chris. So we are enter the trenchless world. The first, so it's called trench foot. So okay, so I think the first one is the Munificent Scum Frigates, but for some reason he lost the title Munificent.
Mm-hmm.
So you have trench, you have ACO, you have boosted com, engine take, Sanalor, and recurrent with tickers, flight controller, boosted com, LTT, a transport with BCC, and a huge squad ball. You don't have the points, but I guess, yeah, we are near. I'm looking at the point of the ship. They are basically 100 something value of squads. And you have so the couple, the three fighter couple. This.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you don't have it. You don't have a flak. No, it's.
Nope.
Oh yeah, it's the
No,
vulture
it's
and the
mostly
Yana aces.
it's yeah. You have the two. You have the Intel one. I think it's the
Oh
DFS
my god,
three.
this name, this kind of name, like it's like
Yes.
an immatriculation plaque for me.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to deal to know which one are which if you're not used to play them, which is my case. So, but Bactoy and DBS are the two Iena ace, and you have two Iena generic squadron. So,
Oh yeah, yes, four
pre
Yana and the two aces Yana. Okay, yeah,
yeah,
two
yeah.
generic, two aces.
So, and you have the Intel one and the other one, I don't. DES, oh, it's the one, it's the three fighter ace, which
Yeah.
can go abstract and don't care about it. So, yeah, that can be a very good list. Very good list. Not that easy to play. He don't have Patriot Fist. Damn. Chris, what are you doing? Oh my god. But he acts everything on the squadron, we have to say, because he have both boosted gun,
Yeah, because you
flight.
don't have. I see you have just LTT to reroll. So yeah,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh man.
I guess it's the second version. So it's only 3 red and 2 blue. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the second version. So not so strong at long range, but definitely better at medium.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll see. And he have trench on the munificent, which is Sanador, so it might be a very good target to get down. So I I don't know that much what to think about that list.
Rena could
It,
give to him some flexibility. He can choose a nav token, a squadron token. In this
yeah.
way, if you have to run for it, he can take the nav token anytime he wants.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah, the munificent comes frigate. It's still a medium base and cannot take so much damage. So
Yeah.
yeah, he will have to use his quad balls to threaten
Yeah.
ships that will
Yeah.
try to go after the mini. I
Yeah.
guess.
I think he should have had Grievous Squadron in that, just for the relay,
Oh,
because that even if you have boosted com, boosted com, it's very good, but in some situation, if you send your squadron pretty far, you can send them to not getting back. So with Grievous with the relay, it can really solve that problem. So yeah, probably he should have had that. I don't know why he put the Intel one. It's like the one no one like. uh, and yeah, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure about that list. because I see a very, very good trench list in the ITC in my team. It was the one of large package, super good list that many people try to try to copy after that, and apparently it's only him who can play it very well. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
That's the reason you have to keep playing a few lists to be able to
yeah.
master them.
Yeah, it's pretty long. In some situations, it's pretty long to masterize a list. So if you don't play it like 4 or 5 times at least, you should not bring that to a tourney.
Yeah.
Or if you are overconfident, why not? But it's yeah, you have to be prepared. And some lists are way difficulter than others.
Yeah.
So
Exception of Agate and Starhawk.
yeah, it depends. It depends. You have to have some good to pick some good choice sometime,
Yeah.
even with a gate.
Okay, so
Okay,
the next
so
one is yeah,
Ferrix.
Ferric. So yeah, great player. I follow him for the. I guess he went to the final of the ITC against your team. Am I right?
Oh yeah, I think so. Oh
Yes.
yeah, it was a nice guy.
So yeah, I wish that he will have success also in this tournament, and that we'll have the occasion to yeah, to make a report again. So he's playing trench because yeah, we are in the trench world now, and
Hmm.
it's one inefficient, one outside, and one recruitant. So one of
Wow.
each without providence. So yeah, all the good ship. I am
Hmm.
playing one. So, and there is a squad ball of 112 pounds with DBS. So I guess this one is still the Yena. It's like,
Uh-huh.
okay, yeah, General Grievous. So he heard you. Yeah, quick
Okay.
response. Nice one. DFS.
Yes.
I think DFS. It's the Vulture, right? Yeah, the Vulture definitely.
Yeah, yeah, it's
And
the one I think.
5 Yena Droid Bomber Squadron. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is so much red dice. And there is a BCC, of course. There is a BCC.
yeah, you can bring that much ENA without BCC.
And there is no, I'm sorry, there is no Patriot Fist on the recusant.
Yeah. Well, you don't hear me that time. But I guess he acts a lot on the squadron again, of course, because it's the main damage dealer, I think.
Yeah.
So expanded Argon Bay with boosted gun and the trench token, the trench ability that can activate tons of squadron, very a lot of squadron. So uh, seriously, I don't understand why you don't put PF on it, because if you add the two blue dice over the attack of the Rikuzen, he can really deal some great damage when you end up the sequence of the Yena bombing. So
Maybe because I think he preferred to double arc. Because it's true that PF
whoa,
doesn't allow to double arc you, but yeah,
but
I don't know.
double arcing with Rikuzen, it's so hard. I I almost never float Rikuzen, fly Rikuzens, but I know it's one of the hardest things to do with that ship, to be able to perfectly double arc the ship that you want. It's
Yeah.
it's often a question of luck, because oh my god, I got it, or I even didn't try and I got it. Was a chance. So yeah, basically it's I think it's a well mounted list. Perhaps he can struggle a little bit to fight against a huge heavy squad list, because Iana Bomber just can
Yeah,
fall
they're
down.
fragile.
Yeah,
They are like 4 points
yeah,
of hull. I think
yeah,
it's not free, but it's not the tie bomber. It's less.
yeah. But of course, you have six very good bomber
Yeah.
with the red dice, with the reroll of the red dice with the BCC. It can, oh man, that can be so devastating,
He he
disastrous.
has he has two LTT to help his squads to survive.
Yeah,
So yeah, I guess if he fall against a list with a lot of squad, he will maybe shoot more on the opponent squads than the opponent ships.
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so we have finished the trench list, and then we'll speak about the most play commandant of the separatists beside TF 7026 in this tournament. It's Kraken. Which is a bit of a surprise because as I was saying, I was expecting Mark Took to be playing more trench maybe, but yeah, here we are, Kraken free list that has chosen Kraken as their commandant, and the first one is a French player, and I have to say that newbie like to start a psychological warfare as soon as he put his list online because man it's all in French and I'm not sure it's the good translation either, so it's like I'm loving the circuit de réacheminement de turbo laser because it's like TRC has become a fireplace basically. It's just a fireplace sort of laser. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, you have to ask for the points, for the 20 points, because yeah, it's an authorization. Yeah, I think it's legal. I think. So yeah, there is a lot of hard sell. It's
yeah.
just one who is transport, and it's the flagship. Flagship. Oh my god, réapprovisionnement en pièces. So I think it's yeah, it's part resupply. So yeah, I will help my English comrades by
It's certainly
translating.
part misapplies.
Yeah,
Certainly.
so porte anti-souffle renforcée is reinforced blast door, obviously, or not.
Mhm. Mhm.
So it's the card that allow you to discard three damage card, which are turned back at the beginning of the ship phase. Then there is TRC on all the art cell beside the flagship. Then you have the transport art cell who has part supplies, as we are saying, and that's all. It's six arch hard cell. They are mean. They want to destroy you, and they will go slowly in their front arc to your ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So that's a typical wall of a small ship. Who gonna do CF concentrate fire all day long, probably, and yeah, that really can hit it hard and get down most of the ship because four dice, four red dice like that, it's not that much, but when you multiply that with by six in the best case, oh man, that's so annoying. And with the Kraken ability, you always get the crit effect, the critical hit. So it might really help and get down stuff. So of course, it's good in only one way. So the front side, if you manage to have a good navigation chart and dodge those front arc, you're in a very good situation. So that can be very good, but I'm pretty sure he might play second with that build
yeah,
and play a very good three very bad
yeah,
mission
yeah.
to help his a little art cell. So that that can be played very cleverly and being a huge problem. So,
Yeah, and
um,
if you think that maybe squads could help, yeah, the hard cell battle refit has a flag of blue and black, so they are brutal when squads are
yeah,
beginning to come by. They can do a lot of damage on squads,
yeah,
especially that they just get one shot on the front, so they can easily use a shot on the side. And I have to say that Nubi has an old habit of playing this kind of list. He loves to play Hammerhead, and
hmm
like Hammerhead, the hard cell has a very large front because
hmm
yeah, the side arc are very small, so it's hard
yeah,
to avoid the kill zone. And yeah, it's a very
yeah,
frightful list.
yeah. And Arcel aren't Emerald. They can
Yes,
take damage way more
they can take
with
a beating.
the
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With the brace, the evade, the redirect. Yeah,
yeah
it's like
the
they get
they
all the good defense
yeah
tokens. Apart
they
from the
are
scatter.
almost perfect.
Yeah,
Only things is that they are super weak at the back.
yeah,
So
and they are costly.
it's
They cost a
yeah.
lot of points.
Oh yeah, yeah, they are very expensive. They aren't a real small unit. It's it's something else. So well, that's a list that can have some very good matchup, and I'm very interested to see how it's gonna go.
The next one is Stefan Winson, and it's a Kraken list with also. Oh my, is it the same? No,
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 no, no.
because there is a
For
Munificent and there is two Vulture that are lost their way and find lights in this list. Maybe I
hmm
don't know.
yeah,
So there is
and
only three Artsal battle refits, one Artsal transport.
no. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that will be, I guess, kind of the support ship, but it doesn't have the other title, Beast of
No,
Burden.
it's not a support. It's a little uh, a
Oh
little
yeah,
furry. In fact, it's like you have everything to stay longer
yeah,
and to pick shit to other ship of his crew.
yeah,
So it's like the frontliner. In fact, it's like the one
and
you send in front and okay, survive, get the hit, and in fact, it's the Kraken duty.
yeah.
You see, it's the one that gonna give the Kraken.
Oh yeah, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
because it
yeah,
will
yeah,
heal very easily. Okay,
yeah.
and the Munificent with Kraken and with medical team Tide of Progress, so basically no crits, thermal shield, point defense iron cannon, and LTT.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, okay.
So it
Well,
didn't
that.
put TRC on the hard cell, so they will do damage, but maybe a little bit less.
Yeah. Well, sure. It makes sense the TRC and the previous lists, but on a ship with only one evade,
Yeah,
I don't really suggest it
yeah,
because you really want to use sometime the evade to prevent super double dice, double hit, or even double
yeah.
if you burn it. So then, and after that, you just end up with a upgrade of 7 point, totally useless, which might be the case in the newbie game. But here the LTT might be very better because it also give of course the two extra dice while attacking a squadron, a specific squadron. So
Yeah, so it
yeah,
will
it's
throw one black, one blue, and two of the dice are the same color. Yeah, so it will be
mhm.
able to really IM at the miniest squadron of the opponent and say, "Please, sir, go off the table. You're not welcome."
Yeah. So he have a kind of good response to Squadron,
Yeah,
because of course the Munificent also have LTT, of
and
course,
point
and
defense ion cannon also. Yeah.
yeah. So um, and also the reinforced blast door. Um, it's which is the same on the newbie build. It's very good on the art cell because art cell need a lot of attack to get down, and it's very often that you're not able to get it down in the round. So if you start the next round and getting back three of the damage, and you get back also, you refresh the defense token. Those little art cell really can manage to survive a next shot. So that's a very valuable
Mm.
defense retrofit for that ship compared to ECM, AWS,
Yeah.
or in any other. In fact, any other. So yeah.
Yeah.
So
So.
I kind of like that list.
Mhm. Yeah. And yeah, so we'll see how yeah he call it Roger Roger. Yeah, separatist spirits. Nice one.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, and I'm curious to see how the Munificent configuration with medical team and Tide of Progress,
Yeah.
how it will manage to stay on the table as long
Well,
as
it's
needed.
basically it's basically 3 points to be sure to never get any crit.
Yeah, it's basically a contain for 3 points.
Yeah. Well, it's a contain or because you can choose to not trigger the crit effect.
Oh
You
yeah.
can say, oh yeah, so no crit. 5 damage crit or no crit, so no
Mm.
crit, and that's it. So in that situation, you know that he won't end up with a crit that you're gonna remove it. So I don't see why you want to remove that card, that damage. So you just never do any crit except the special crit. So I'm not a huge fan of that strategy. Perhaps 3 point is good for that, but man, Sanalor is so much better.
Yeah, and
We
I'm thinking that it's the same title than the Liberty who give the contain. No, it's not nearly the same because you can cancel the effects, but oh yeah, see, maybe it's the same.
yeah.
But I don't
Well,
remember the name. It's Endeavor, I think,
oh yes.
and it's I don't remember the points. Oh, of course.
It's pretty cheap. I rem
Just want to check if they are equilibrate. Yeah, it's 4 points. Yeah, it's fairly the
for oh 4 point.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So it's the same spirit. Okay. Next one is Supercam. Supercam, who is the other player? Thank you, Supercam, to find interest in the Lucid Voice title. And you also play Shumai. Thanks. So Supercam has a list with 3 ship, 1 Providence, and 2 Munificent. So double arc all day, I guess. He plays
yeah.
on the Providence thermal shield, take evasive action, external rock, pond defense ion cannons, heavy turbo laser turret, Lucid Voice of course. On the Munificent, he has one with engine tech and the other with auxiliary shield team. NK
Hmm.
set ion cannon. I guess this one make discard token, a defense token.
Defense token. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
pretty good, but
it's
I
costly.
I find that weird to have that there because you only have two blue on the front, but
Oh yeah.
disposable capacitor make it more usable, and yeah, with the CF token you get three, so why not? Why not?
And so he plays on the other one under Onaka. I'm not sure what he will take, or maybe for one nav for take evasive action. And
Yeah, probably.
maybe one squad to... No, he doesn't need it. I don't know. He doesn't play ECM
The
also?
engine tech, maybe.
Oh, yeah, the
Probably the
engine
engine
tech. Yeah,
tech.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, no. Take evasive. It's a navigate too, so we can
Oh,
take
no,
another
he can't take two
navigate.
navigates. Yes, so maybe a navigate and a mechanic for the auxiliary shield team. Maybe?
Yeah, why not? Or anything that he can need at the moment.
Yeah.
So those are very heavy build, heavy equipped ship. Like
Oh, yeah,
we
the
say that
Providence is very costly.
yeah. Hey man, 175. Wow. Those are Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and as we said, the NK. Yeah, you have two times the NK7 ion cannon. Come on,
Yeah.
20 points there. Wow. But with that ion cannon, it's the defensor who gonna pick
Oh,
is what
yeah, he
is
doesn't
defense
pick
token.
it. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
you don't choose it. It's the
Oh.
opponent that choose it. So
Okay.
goodbye the bad one. I see a lot of contain get discarded. Ah, I see now. Kraken. It's worked very well with NK 7 ion cannon. So the Providence go pretty quickly in the melting pot, and the munition at the back use their disposable capacitor to attack at long range with the blue dice, and don't even care about the CF because Providence Kraken gonna give
Oh, yeah, you're
the
gonna
crit.
give the crits. Yeah. Okay, I
Oh
see it
man,
now.
super cam. You're so clever. Wow, it's a great list.
Yeah, yeah, this is
Okay,
nice.
that can be fun. I don't expect that list to be a game changer that much. It's a cool combo, a pretty expensive one. Um, because the Kraken, the Providence won't be able to do the Kraken because the munificent will be so far. So I think because well, perhaps I'm just saying bullshit because uh, the 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 Providence, the Kraken, no, wait, the ship who's attacking in medium range can't be the one that give the Kraken ability. It have to be another ship in range. The munificent will be the one getting the Kraken ability until they reach the action for the Providence to be able to use it too. So yeah, but hey man, why do you put Kraken on the Providence if you throw him like that at the
Oh, yeah.
front?
Yeah,
Man,
he could keep, he could stay away.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't understand that, but
Maybe because
okay,
it's
but
just the tankiest ship of the three, because, yeah, Magnificent won't be able also to...
yeah, but
I don't know.
man, Sanalar with engine tech can do
Yeah.
some magic. I yeah.
Okay,
Okay, well,
so the next one is not that.
Mako.
Oh yeah, so we are changing the commandant, and it's the good old TF 70
Oh no.
1726. Yeah, it's the Raider after the Raider, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one is a Mako list. It's a Munificent, 4 Munificents. They keep coming without squads. All Munificents got B2 Rocket Trooper, obviously. They got all engine tech beside the last
Almost.
one.
Yes.
They all have... No, they all the first 3 have point defense ion cannon, but they all
Mm-hmm.
have LTT because, yeah, it's a very good card
And
on this ship.
and
And it's a very simple list because Yeah, it's like 3 times the same ship, and the fourth is like a simpler version of the
Yeah,
precedents. So it's
yeah,
pretty
yeah, yeah,
straightforward, but I guess can do really good damage because you got that long range turret. You got 4 of them, and with
hmm
TF you can quickly put red token on it on opponent ship.
yeah, 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 yeah. Red token and probably take the. I don't know, maybe picking red dice instead of black because you have the LTT to reroll one. Um, well, I think it will depend. It will depend of the situation, but yeah, that can be a good list. That can be a very good list because you have engine tech on two munificent that don't have TF on it, so they might be the one going close enough to start giving the B2 rate token, then adding the dice on the other attack. So yeah, they don't have a very good defense. So I see some munificent getting down little by little,
Yeah, yeah,
but it's clearly something that can harass an opponent because if he managed to double arc pretty well, he can throw a ton of dice in a round. So that really can be a huge threat. So, and I think he already won at least one game or two game, and I
oh
think
yeah,
I think he is a very good player too.
and
I don't really
yeah,
know
but
him, but
I see that TF 7026 only works 1 time per activation,
yeah,
so
only
he
one.
will have to choose, I guess, carefully when use it.
Yeah, but you know, if he sent two red on the front and he had two other red, and then he have three red on the side, it's still seven red in one turn
Yeah.
if you double Harkwell. So that's pretty something.
Okay, the next list is from Matthew Moncrief. Boba Fett? Yeah, okay. Player, another
Oh,
player I know, and yeah, okay.
another good.
So he plays a list called Patriot Bots. So it's a recusant with TF, Renaco, Ordnance Expert, B2 Rocket Trooper, Assault Proton Torpedo, and Swivel Mount battery. So yeah,
Ah,
with Patriot Fist,
and
so clearly you want to maximize the TF effect. And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
free hard cell, battle with it, so I guess it's the free red dice on the front, with the P2 Rocket Trooper and LTT. And he has a small but
Not that small.
yeah, not that small,
Effective.
with 2 Tri-Fighter and 4 Vulture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Squad screen.
Okay, so it's a typical PF, not PF, but TF list with the super PF boosted with swivel mount and EPT. Uh, that thing can be so awesome.
Yeah,
If the opponent have the two raid on it, and if you have a concentrate fire, which he gonna probably have, it's like four fucking black dice
yeah,
with a huge probability of EPT at long range, and then that you add the two blue of the Patriot Fizz and I think four of the front red.
yeah.
So that's a
That's a 10
like
dice shot at long
10
range.
dice long range with tons of dice that you don't see at long range normally. So yeah, uh, huge threat. So you don't want to be too close of those B2 rocket trooper to not receive the volley of the PF. So it's a very inconvenient list. you, it's the perfectly typical things that we have to be afraid, and
Mm.
it's mainly one of the reasons why we have so much Ackbar lists in the build, in the tourney. Um, yeah, so those. Yeah, that I can see. I really can see Boba Fett winning a tons of game and achieving the league, the gold league. But we'll see. There is a ton of other very good player in the tourney, so uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's cool to see that TF come with a more classical list, and that means player will integrate by small steps the new card, and in this way the meta will evolve, and we'll find new way to win and lose a game. So yeah, it's nice.
yeah.
So
But
yeah,
that PF, recurrent PF, specifically that one, it's a nightmare, real nightmare, man.
yeah, but it's nice
So
because it will bring counter, it will bring a new way of dealing with it. So yeah, yeah, but I
mm,
see that it can be frightening to
yeah,
to be at
no,
long range of that thing
yeah,
with some art cell giving tokens and staying alive
yeah.
at medium range.
Yeah, because during the ITC tourney, one of my partner in my team always have to be the one facing the TF, and he practice a lot, and he have a Plo Koon list with a Pelta, and he was like, ah, man, that PF can blow my Pelta in one shot. Blowing a pelter in one shot, that's very something you don't want. So it's almost like if the dev made a huge error by letting that ship be a reality. But hey, well, separatists can have a good ship too, so it's okay. We
Yeah,
gonna have to know to deal with it.
yeah.
Okay,
So the next
so
one is a French player, is Joan Shopping. So Darth Totoro. He's playing also TF. He has played for the story for he has played in a tournament in France recently. So he has
mhm,
a little bit practice with it. So it's a Providence with Jedi stage, TF, Intel, Rocket Trooper, obviously, Thermal Shield, obviously, leading shots, Asymptotic Torpedo, and LTT, with two recruitants, both with Ordnance Experts, B2 Rocket Trooper, APT, LTT, and one with Patriot Fist.
yeah. Okay, so that list can be a pretty good threat too. So four way to send red token. Not sure how he might probably send Providence in the front line, even if he have on board the Admiral. Um, Thermal shield as a defense can be good in some situation. In other, not that much.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I was
So
wondering because when we saw the other list, they have a lot of ships and so a lot of timing to put a really big number of red token, or not that big, but the last list of Boba Fett could put I think with 3 hard cell easily 2 on the ship they want to destroy. I think with this one with 3 large ship it may be more difficult to put 2 red token of the ship on the ship you want to destroy,
yeah,
because you have to navigate well and don't make mistakes on the ship you want
yeah,
to shoot at.
yeah. And I often see three large in separatist list, and man, it was a real huge ram party. They always get ram all together. And you know, when you make a kind of a Congo line like that with the
Yeah,
Providence
yeah,
on
yeah,
front or something like that, you you lose your activation. I mean,
yeah,
the you have to activate first
yeah.
some ship because you have to take it out of the way of the other. So
You give information
things,
basically to your opponent. You are saying
yeah,
what you will activate first, so what he has to fear, and what he can activate before you. Yeah,
hmm
it's a huge deal.
yeah,
I
it's
think.
pretty hard to play three large ship, even if Rikuzen can do some crazy maneuver. It's you you want them to be close enough of the battlefield,
Yeah,
um, close enough of the opponent, and not too close of your own ship because the Providence can't navigate that well. And if you bump only once, you mess your strategy so much, especially with Providence that want to be close to
yeah,
maximize this
and
stuff. So
recruiters
yes,
don't want usually stick in the battlefield. So with three large, it may be difficult to be able to prevent the the death of a recruitant if you have to move quickly out of the way. I don't know. It may be a bit technical to play.
yeah. Well, I don't say it's a bad list, but it's certainly one of the hardest lists
Yeah,
to play it perfectly,
yeah, yeah. I
because
will
of
agree
that.
with
And
it. Yeah,
yeah, and if the obstacle is all around the battlefield, or not all around, but a bit in the middle of the battlefield,
yeah,
it's sure you're gonna end the game with a tons of damage to deal by that.
yeah.
So, okay.
Okay,
So I think
so
we're at the last one
yeah,
now.
the last one also French, and also TF. It's Pelgre. So he's playing TF on a Providence, on Invincible. So I think it's the first time I see this title. Maybe not.
In
I'm
that
not
tourney,
sure.
yes.
And there is Jedi hostage on it. There is ACM, leading shot, swivel, thermal shield, electronic countermeasure, B2 rocket trooper, of course, and intel officer. There is one recusant, which is not. See, yes, it's Patriot Fist, of course, with a swivel inventory, donc so very standardized from the other list we saw earlier. And one art
hmm
cell with a B2 rocket trooper and linked rather Torah. There is a small squad screen of two Unix, one Unix and one generic, sorry. So one
Yeah.
dis and one generic. So maybe the choice with this one is the Providence that costs a lot. It's the most costly Providence we have so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems that it
Hey
takes a
man.
lot of activation or other choices, so he has to be played very carefully to not mess up
Yeah.
all the game. Yeah, I guess.
So, well, I think he can deal some good damage with it. With Intel officer can always be a very good officer, and being been a very difficult things to deal with, and have to think about did I burn it or no. And the thing that he runs swivel mount battery with Ahsoka ECM, it's also very good, and he have the leading shot to probably get the reroll on those black dice,
Yeah,
which can totally help him. Um, so in the best situation he have oh wow, in the best situation he have four black dice at medium range with some blue dice to reroll it. And oh wow, that can be very powerful. Oh my god, why it costs that much.
Yeah, it seems that he can have both way. Because often the Providence, it's a fragile ship, so you have the choice of made him more threatening as a carrier or a border, or making
Mhm.
more resistance by putting basically more points in defense.
Yeah,
And he seems that he has choice both ways, so that's why it costs so much. Because yeah, he can
yeah,
do a lot of damage, and also he has thermal shield and electronical terminal, so it won't go down quickly.
yeah. That's that that thing can go down pretty easily with tons of squadron and some good shot from pretty far. But I think most of the player just gonna avoid it. Just gonna avoid it because Jedi stage, the
Yeah.
salvo, and just being close to that monster, it's not something that you want. You really don't want to do that. So, uh, no, 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 no. It's not invincible at all. Really not. But, ugh,
Yeah, you have to
it can
think a
be.
lot before trying to destroy it.
Yeah,
I think
and
the rest of the fleet is fairly classic, because he obviously has to compose with all the points he has put in the Providence.
mhm,
So yeah, maybe he could have put more at sail and lost the reclusants. But with this configuration, even if he has less maybe activation that he could have
yeah,
else in other ways, he have two big
mhm,
threats to oppose to the
yeah.
opponent, and which is always good to be able
To
to yeah.
to big threat in which it's gonna be pretty easy to pick the good one.
What?
to choose the to choose the good one to attack. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also have a intel officer also on the Patriot Fist. Well, it's not cool. Not cool officer. Sorry, I hate that guy. Not talking about
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Pellegrini Pincher about the intel officer. Uh,
Okay, so yeah, I guess with this we have ended the all the list. Man, it was huge.
yeah, yeah. It's 60 something.
I don't know. No, I guess it was down to 40 inscriptions, maybe not much.
Okay. Wow. Well.
So yeah, I apologize in advance if yeah, we may sound maybe a little mean sometimes, but yeah, it's the it's the first time we try to comment the list, and yeah, it's a good exercise, but it's a long run. So yeah, we
It's been a long
try
run.
also to be entertaining and not boring.
Well, I hope it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I hope you like it. I enjoy doing it. We will do it also in French. So yeah,
Okay, so good luck with that French part.
yeah. And so, good luck for the tournaments, and good luck to everybody. Have fun,
Yes.
fly casually, as we say, and yeah, good games
Okay, thanks a
to
lot,
all.
Adrien.